Do not worry.
What up, everybody? Is the mic working? Sorry for the delay. Excuse me. It was the internet, man. The internet was working fine. Then they were like, hey, we're not getting enough data for like video quality. So I just unplugged my phone and then I would replug it in, and then the 4G just wasn't working on my computer. So I restarted my PC like 3 times, restarted my phone like 4 times, and eventually it worked. Hello, everyone. How's everybody doing? Hopefully the live chat will start appearing in that here square soon. I hope you guys are doing good. Welcome, welcome. This is a bit last minute. This is not going to be the longest stream ever, folks, because I am exhausted. Because I've been hard at work organizing tomorrow's live stream. The live stream fundraiser obviously helped by Harley and Haley as well. Haley D's been helping out, folks. Check this out. Tomorrow, I've been telling you guys we're working on a fundraiser. And I didn't want to rush it because I wanted to do it right. And I hope that with this list of guests tomorrow, folks, that we are doing it right. That the wait has been worth it. Joining us tomorrow, folks, we're actually going to be talking to one of you guys, Harley. We're going to be starting off with her at 3 p.m. Beirut time. Then we're going to get Mohsen on. Mohsen, who's been in our live chat all these times. Mohsen is going to be speaking to us at 4 o'clock. I'm going to try to I'll translate to you guys as I speak to Mohsen. Bunkakat, the Bunkakat is calling in from Malaysia at 4 p.m. At 5 p.m. Lebanon time. Chris Kunzler, the Kunzler himself, folks. Chris Kunzler is calling in at 6 p.m. 7 p.m. we got Comrade Casey, North Star Radio. At 8 p.m. we have Ahmad Sarsour, who is a young poet from Gaza. We're going to be talking to him. Then at 9 p.m., friend of the show, Overzealots, is calling in. Then at 10 p.m., one half of Bat Hasbara, Matt Lieb, is calling in. At 11 p.m., Mike from PA is calling in. We'll talk about some Korean barbecue. At 12 a.m., folks, one of the big ones, iDubbbz. The one and only iDubbbz is calling in at 12 a.m. Lebanon time, so 5 p.m. Eastern time. We have Daniel Mate, the second half of Bat Hasbara. I couldn't get him and Matt in together, so we're doing it separate. Uninformed leftist, friend of the show. We've been looking for a chance to collaborate on something, and we're finally going to be doing it this time. We got James from Uninformed Leftist coming in, and finally at 3 a.m. Lebanon time, I'm going to be streaming for like 12 hours at least, folks. It's going to be a long night for me. So 8 p.m. Eastern. Mike Figueiredo from Humanist Report. I've been watching him for years as well. Like, out of all the people calling in, iDubbbz and Humanist Report, I'm going to be, I feel like, the most starstruck speaking to them just because I've been consuming their stuff for so many years. I love and respect everyone else on the list, but a lot of them, I discovered them like within the last few months. Humanist Report, like Mike Figueiredo and iDubbbz, like I've looked up to for a long time. So getting to talk to them is going to be quite interesting. So the thing I'm most worried about is like me fucking up the interviews. As you guys know, I'm kind of like an awkward interviewer. I have so many interesting people. I'm going to be exhausted as the day goes on. So I just hope that none of the guests feel like they wasted any time coming onto the show. So I want to try my best to like entertain you guys, have valuable conversations with our guests, and obviously raise money for Palestine. We have a humble goal of $5,000, which is a lot of money that we're going to try to raise. If we can make more than $5,000, then that would be incredible. But I mean, we tried our best to get a badass lineup. I'm sorry there are no female creators. As you guys will know, it's very male centric. I tried to reach out. I reached out to the Arabs, Frogan and Raf. They're unavailable this week. They had a busy week, so they can't be on. I was hoping Anissa could maybe join iDubbbz. She was unavailable to join. I also reached out to Sean the Black, who's going to be traveling on Thursday when we're doing the live stream, so he's unavailable. And I had two. Bad Empanada did not get back to me. And Noah Sampson, I don't think he's seen the DMs I sent him. So, but almost everybody has graciously agreed to be on. So I'm very, very thankful to everybody and for their time. I need to buy a Zoom Premium subscription tonight, folks. I need to get myself a Zoom Premium. Hello, everyone who's in the... Yeah, I need to stock up on snacks and drinks. The thing is, though, I do not want to eat on camera tomorrow because, as you guys know, there's a starvation happening in Gaza. People are starving, so I'm definitely not going to be eating on camera. I'm going to have to find just a few minutes to like move away and eat. I also considered like not eating throughout the whole stream just as a sign of, as an act of solidarity with the people that are starving in Gaza right now. But I figured, I mean, for me to do the most effective live stream, I need to have my energy up. I need to eat. But part of me was like, should I just not eat and go like the whole 12 hours, 13 hours, just like not eat and just go through like a fraction of what they're... Imagine, I'm afraid of going through 13 hours without eating. Imagine the people in Gaza. But I just want to make sure that I can stay up, be awake, be alert. Because if I'm like half asleep, it's not going to benefit anyone, I think. I'm also very excited to speak to Harley, and I'm very excited to speak to Mohsen. So I hope those will be some good conversations. What do we got here? We got Jim D. Dukers sending a tenner. Says, throwing a bit your way today, saving the rest for tomorrow. Hell yeah, everybody. Tomorrow is going to be crazy. So tomorrow, we're going to have 2 ways for you guys to donate. I'll go over this again tomorrow. Tomorrow, there's going to be a link. We've started a new charity. There's a new link that we're going to, where the goal is and everything. So that's where we're going to be hopefully gathering most of the donations, because YouTube takes some super chats, takes a percentage of the super chats. So you guys can still donate through YouTube. We're going to donate all of the super chat money to charities later on once I collect that money from YouTube. But keep in mind that YouTube takes like a 30% cut of those super chats. So if you want your dollar to go as far as it can, donate it through the link that we're going to have tomorrow. It's a chuffed link. It's a secure link that Harley has worked. Harley's been organizing all of these fundraisers. So we're going to have a secure link for you guys to donate at. I would recommend you guys donate at that link so that the majority of your dollar goes to Mohsen and the people in Gaza and the people that they're going to be helping out. It's not just going for Mohsen. YouTube chat, you know, YouTube will take 30%. Keep that in mind. Haley D just gifted 5 do not worry memberships. Thank you so much, Haley. Thank you so much. Appreciate you guys. I'm a little bit tired today. It's not gonna be a very long stream, but let's get going. So before, sorry, just I know people hate it when I take my time, but just remember, if you guys would like to support the channel, folks, we have a Patreon that you guys can join. We also have YouTube memberships that you guys can join. There's some exclusive content that we drop for members and patrons. You can also support us in the live chat by gifting memberships or with super chats. But in order to support the show, you don't have to do any of that. It is more than enough for you guys to simply like the video, subscribe to the channel, engage in the live chat, engage if you're watching the replay, leave a comment. How about that? But yeah, your support is the only way we can keep this channel running. We're a small independent Lebanese YouTube channel, and you make sure that we keep the lights on and we keep the crew paid. With all that said, folks, let's get into it. Also, don't forget to subscribe to the gaming channel. Do not worry gaming. We recently crossed 1,000 subscribers. I'm now also playing Waterpark Simulator. We've added it to the rotation of Dark Souls, Truck Simulator, now Waterpark Simulator. I am running the worst water park in the world. So join us, have some fun. And I might play, today's episode might be short, so we might end this with some Waterpark Simulator. Jordan M, I saw your super chat at the beginning. You're upset that we're not playing some Waterpark Simulator. We might very well be playing some Waterpark Simulator a little bit later. So, bam, let's go. What are we starting with? Okay, so, as you guys know, we're not going to go over the story. Taylor Lorenz wrote the story exposing dark money in the Democratic Party, like in leftist content creators. Wired dark money. Let's just open it. So this is the article that has gone viral. You've all seen it. A dark money group is secretly funding high-profile Democratic influencers by Taylor Lorenz. This has caused a shitstorm online. You got all sorts of, including like David Pakman. She named a bunch of popular leftist creators that have been taking up to $8,000 a month from this group called Chorus. And they're funded by like some dark money group, which is like a program aimed to help content creators, like leftist content creators, like make better content. What kind of lighting should you use, etc., etc. But they're paying them up to $8,000, or they're calling a stipend. I'm sorry, aren't stipends like a couple $1,000s or a few $100s, like to pay for your transportation and food? What's an $8,000 stipend? Since when do people get $8,000 a month? That's like double salaries. People are lucky to get like a $3,000 a month salary. You're giving content creators $8,000 a month, and then you expect to tell me that that money is not going to sway their views, sway their opinion, kind of dictate what they can and can't say? $8,000 a month? How much money is that? If it's a 6-month program, right? They said it's a 6-month program, $8,000 times 6. That's $48,000. Isn't that what like the median income is in America? You're giving people $48,000. Like, it's just a stipend. You're making them sound like interns. Like they're hopping on the bus, getting to the thing. You're handing them a couple $100. $8,000 is a lot of fucking money, bro. It's a lot of money. David Pakman, North Star Radio. He doesn't know how to say APAC apparently. So David Pakman is probably the most high-profile creator that was mentioned on that list. And he has 3.31 million subscribers. Like, why does David Pakman need to join Chorus? He already has 3 million subs. Are you going to teach David Pakman what kind of lighting to use? Are you going to teach David Pakman, like, how to get to 5 million subs? Like, David Pakman's fine. Does he need the $8,000 a month? Anyways, just as a quick reminder of who David Pakman is, here's a video he made called Hamas Appears to Bomb Their Own Hospital. Israel is blamed.
Well, it's a tragedy that this is where we are today. But this is exactly the reason why I urged caution yesterday and said we should wait before we say anything even remotely definitive about the bombing of a Gaza hospital that took place on Monday. We now are at a point where the best assessment, based on all of the video, photographic, and OSINT intelligence that we have, is that Israel had nothing to
Marina sends $2 our way and sends also saving for tomorrow. Good idea, everybody. Thank you so much, Marina, for the support. Tomorrow's going to be a wild stream, long stream.
do with the hospital bombing that took place in Gaza. And it was the result of apparently an errant rocket that was part of a barrage.
Do you remember this bullshit? Ethan Klein was also peddling the story. Hamas bombed their own hospital. And like the day before, Israel had just bombed like 4 hospitals. And then they found it so hard to believe, but Israel would never bomb this hospital. It's like, what the fuck? And then David A. Pakman, of course, more than happy to peddle the lie, made a whole video about it.
Rockets being fired from Gaza into Israel. Now I'm going to go through this piece by piece. Maybe do me the favor and do yourself the favor of waiting until I'm done before commenting on YouTube or writing an email. But this is exactly what I mean when I say that the propaganda war is an additional layer on the actual war that is taking place here. There are tons of people desperate to blame one side or the other, to be first, to be titillating, just posting crazy things for which they have no evidence. Streamers who know nothing more.
Titillating, folks, titillating. He's using the word titillating to describe a genocide.
Than I know about ordnance or explosions, making breathless claims about this was definitely one thing or the other. Well, we have the analysis, we have the video, we have the pictures, and we have the opinions of intelligence experts saying this wasn't Israel. We have Hamas saying it was Israel with no evidence to support that. That's where we are right now. Initially, as I told you, reports were Israel deliberately bombed a Gaza hospital. 500 dead, 700 dead, 900 dead. And then suddenly, Israel denies it. Okay, well, alone, that's not much. Israel has initially denied things that they ultimately acknowledged in the past. That's not proof of anything. Then there are reports, but look, Israel did admit it and then deleted the tweet. Except
oh my God, I'm sorry.
Wasn't
Maki like bent like the HDMI cable that like at the back of the TV, like he just like chewed it off almost. Now look at this fucking asshole.
Actually anyone with knowledge or involved with the administration. It wasn't actually a valuable admission of any kind. Suddenly there's an audio recording, but the audio recording is fake.
Polish Pusher sends $2 and says, Mohsen is the best. Thank you for helping him. Well, I mean, bless him for like being alive, bro. Like this is the least we can do. I wish we could do more.
There's doubt. Well, we now have a much bigger picture. We have video that, according to experts on the matter, show rockets clearly coming from Gaza to the hospital in Gaza. The video is from the Israeli side, from the other side of the fence, and you see the origin and the destination of the rockets, and it's all on the Gazan side. Joe Biden said during his visit yesterday to
it's all on the Gazan side. Let's see. David Pakman, Gaza. My own audience is canceling me for Gaza. Wow, caller cancels me for supporting Biden's bombing of. That's all the content he makes. Him being canceled. He doesn't talk. Does he talk about Gaza? A framework for Israeli-Palestinian peace. A framework for Israeli-Palestinian peace. I wonder what his framing is. Palestinian viewer calls in. I'm actually scared to do a segment about the anti-Semitism explosion. Caller confronts me with 3 questions on Israel and Gaza. Let's see what this caller has to say.
Why don't we go next to, oh, I don't know. How about, so hard to say, maybe Marcus from Sacramento. Marcus from Sacramento, welcome to the program. What's on your mind today?
Hello, David. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can.
Oh, yes. So my question's kind of a twofold question. I'm actually half Palestinian, and I'm very left-leaning, obviously. But I was pretty disgusted by the terrorist attacks by Hamas, and to me, it almost shelved all of the any good nature that the Palestinians may have had. I think
It shelved all the good nature that this guy's half Palestinian. Okay, so these are the videos that this guy chooses to put on his channel. Like, this is the call he chooses to highlight. A half Palestinian who says he's disgusted by Hamas, and it ruins the nature of Palestinians. Say that again, brother.
was of the any good nature that the Palestinians may have had.
Any good nature that the Palestinians may have had, folks, eradicated on October the 7th. All those cute little Palestinian children, fuck them. October the 7th ruined it for me. I don't feel any sympathy for my own people.
Think was really, really shelved by Hamas's actions. And I'm almost at the point now where I'm like, you know what, Israel, you may have to do what you have to do. I'm not happy with it. But I guess my question is that how do Palestinians rebuild any semblance of sympathy from globally, I guess, especially from the West?
How do Palestinians build back sympathy? This is a Palestinian asking the question. How do they build back sympathy? How can they get your pity, folks, Palestinians? How much do they need to beg? Okay, how much do they need to grovel? Whose feet do they have to grovel at to get your pity? How many more pictures of dead kids do you want to see to feel sympathy? What kind of dumb fucking question is that? CH sends $2 and says, Kol khara David Pak Zabre. CH couldn't have said it better myself. Heather has just gifted 1 Do Not Worry membership. Thank you so much, Heather. Very sweet of you.
Well, listen, I mean, much of the left in the United States already is sympathetic even after what happened. So to some degree, I mean, I know what you're saying and we'll deal with it, but to some degree, there is a lot of that sympathy. I mean, you know, in the immediate aftermath of the attack, there were a bunch of pro-Palestinian rallies which said, we're not actually celebrating what Hamas did, but we're anticipating that Israel's going to do something bad. And so we're coming out as a reminder. You know, I think the question is a good one because it seems like the best polling we have is that about 50% of Gazans, in some sense, support what Hamas is doing in general and 50% don't. Now, I'm not saying the terrorist attack specifically, but I'm saying generally the approach of
terrorist attack. What other great takes does he have? Let's see. My audience is canceling me. I want to see that one.
All right, listen. This is really ugly. I expected some of this. I expected that when on Monday I went to you and I said, listen, guys, I'm going to tell you about what happened in Israel. I'm going to talk about this terrorist attack by Hamas. The MAGA right is unhinged on this issue. Some on the far left are very wrong on this issue. I'm going to tell it the way I see it. I do every segment the way I see the story. I knew that some of this was going to happen, but it's still a really disappointing and difficult thing, more because of my concern for the future of the left. Okay, here are some select emails of my own, not just people in my audience.
As he speaks.
People who were paying for memberships, people who liked what I did enough to pay. Check out some of these emails I received. First one's from Chris.
Where are they?
Chris says, David, your woeful mischaracterization of Hamas as a terrorist organization is laughable at best and downright ignorant at worst. To claim their attacks on Israel were terrorist attacks? Unbelievable. Did you even...
So, I mean, look, at least these sponsors are acknowledged on his website. So, you know what I mean? Like, look at all these sponsors. Hey, I'm David Pakman. You can trust everything I say. I'm a man of my word. Independent media. Let's see how independent he is. 3 Day Blind, Smalls, Ground News, Lumen, Magic Spoon, MD Hearing, Naked, Smart Mail, Babel, Incogni, Aura, Paired, Helix, Sleep, Access, AG1, Sheath, Fume. Fully independent media, folks. When you have this many sponsors paying you money, okay, again, at least he's disclosed these guys, but like then he's also getting $8,000 a month from the Democratic Party. Like, bro, the reason people stopped watching the mainstream media, the mainstream news, and stopped trusting them is because they were bought and paid for by lobby groups, by the Democratic Party, by the Republicans, by sponsors, by big money. When independent creators get money from those same sponsors, what makes you fucking different than mainstream media? What makes you an independent media personality? Just because you don't have a crew of 30 people and you don't work in like a giant office building and have to pay 50 salaries, just because you're doing this on your own with a camera, doesn't make you independent when you have so much fucking money coming in from these like corporations, bro. Like all of these sponsors, you need all of these fucking sponsors? All of these guys are necessary right now? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Like, look, we've worked with some sponsors in the past, like small companies. Someone made us a bottle of liquor once. The brand Do Not Worry that we sold. We worked with a music school once. Tekelian Music School. Gave people 30% off music lessons. Okay, but we're a small, independent, fun, goofy little shitty podcast in Lebanon making fun of Lebanese TikTokers. That's what we used to do. As soon as we started talking about like politics and stuff, we stopped taking any money from sponsors. I even told you guys last time, someone reached out to us to like promote a brand of gin. And I thought like 10 times about it, even though we could use the money. You know, we could use the money. But like, what the fuck is this? Might as well watch CNN. Might as well watch CNBC. What's the difference? What is the fucking difference? You know what I'm saying?
Even bother to dig deeper, or do you just parrot what's popular? I don't want to be associated with a platform that's so out of touch. Cancel my membership and refund me now.
So that guy's kind of right. You know what I'm saying?
What do you want me to say? Oh, you know what? I just lost $6 a month. I'm sorry. It wasn't a terrorist attack. It was legitimate resistance. No. I don't say things to my audience that I don't believe. Okay? So this is a bummer. This is bad for the show. This is someone who's saying, hey, I don't like your opinion, and so I'm going to do what I can to financially hurt what you're doing. But I always...
To financially hurt what you're doing? He's not trying to financially hurt you. He just wants to stop supporting you. It doesn't mean he wants to hurt you. Okay? He doesn't owe you that money to hurt you. He's trying to hurt me financially. No, trying to hurt you financially is trying to take away other people's money. It's him trying to go and convince 30 other people to unsubscribe from your channel. He's just sending you an email telling you, hey, motherfucker, I don't agree with your take. I'm going to stop supporting you. He's trying to hurt me financially. No, he's not trying to hurt you financially. He's just not supporting you anymore. If someone here in my audience, if I say something that someone in my audience doesn't like, I'm not going to claim that they're financially hurting me for canceling their membership. You didn't send me a super chat? Are you trying to financially hurt me?
Do every story the way I see it. Here's another one. This one says, hi, I'd like a refund for my membership and you can delete my account from your website. Part of being progressive is covering the news, irregardless of how uncomfortable it may be. You've shown that you're unable to take constructive feedback, information, or any other opinion than the narrative you would prefer to share with your viewers. That's not really progressive. It's just privilege.
Anyways, fuck this dumbass. Now, this is the video where he was addressing her article. We're going to look at that as well. And then we're going to look at other creators' responses to Taylor's article. They're pretty cringy. One of them is like 10 minutes long. But we're going to check them out anyways. So here's his response to her article. And now he's threatening litigation, by the way. But let's see.
Hate participating in the drama. I hate the circular firing squad. All right, I was not even going to talk about this because I hate participating in the drama. I hate the circular firing squad that often builds on the left. But it's really important that my audience know what's going on. So I am going to talk about it. I was named in an article in Wired yesterday. And the article is about a so-called dark money group on the left called Chorus. And I'm named in the article along with other creators as being part of the group. And since this article came out, I've heard from a bunch of you. David, did you sell out? David, is the DNC telling you what to say? How could you do this to us? I knew back in 2021 when you had the following to say that you must have been getting paid by someone and here's the proof. And I was not even going to give this the time of day, but my relationship with you, my actual audience, is the most important thing. And so I decided to do this segment. I also was told that other creators, like a Twitch streamer named Hassan Piker, were covering this in ways that don't...
Jam920 says, I've been financially hurting Pakman since I've been on YouTube. Not giving someone money is an attack. Exactly, you see? You didn't pay me? You didn't gift me a membership? Why are you attacking me financially?
Reflect the reality of the situation and are perpetuating falsehoods about what is and isn't going on. Now, I can't speak to the motives of the people that wrote the article or those that are reacting to it. I can't get in their heads. All I can do is tell you what's going on. And then you can judge and you can make an assessment of me. Now, I also want to mention, I'm aware that many...
And then I'll sue you.
...of the people I'm hearing of aren't even part of my audience. They're doing the, well, now I'm unsubscribing, and they mostly were never subscribed. And so I'm aware of that, but it doesn't matter because I want to make sure my audience hears from me about this. Now, the most important thing to say is that the idea behind this group is exactly what I've been advocating for years. For years I've been saying the left needs to organize independent media in the way that the right has been doing. The left needs to fund independent creators the way that the right does. The right has won even arguably presidential elections because...
I'm sorry, a political party, I'm sorry, no, a political party does not need to fund the media, essentially. Our job, not my job, like your job, people who want to talk about politics every day, your job is to basically replace the media. You should not be funded by the people you're supposed to be covering and criticizing, bro. What do you mean? I want the Democrats to give us money so we can better cover them. Dude, you're just going to become a mouthpiece for the Democrats. You're a fucking useful tool, a useful idiot. How is it a good idea to collect money? Maybe some independent third party. You know what I mean? Maybe someone else wants to fund and help you guys pick what kind of fucking lighting you need in your fucking set. But not the Democrat. What, you want Bernie Sanders to hand you a check?
They're organized with regard to online and independent media. They're killing us. We've been so behind. And this kind of support for creators is exactly what I've been advocating for. Now, the article is riddled with inaccuracies, and they're not minor inaccuracies. First and foremost, this group has nothing...
Like, bro, I'm sorry. As much, like, do you think the government is funding the Nelk boys? Like, they're working and they're in cahoots. Sometimes, of course, like, they hook them up with the fucking Netanyahu interview. Like, again, they're very useful idiots. But, like, I highly doubt that Aiden Ross is getting money from Donald Trump or that XQC, bro. Just the Republicans have been able to align themselves with, like, young males. It's not even about, like, funding creators. You know what I'm saying? Like, they've just aligned themselves with them ideologically. They've inserted themselves in everything that males find, like, interesting, like video games and working out and boxing and UFC. You have fucking Donald Trump going to UFC fights and John Jones doing the Trump dance after winning a fight. Like, this is what's associating, like, Trump and Republicans with, like, men and shit like that. You know what I mean? And, like, Andrew Tate, you need to go to the gym, go to the gym, go to the gym. Republicans, Trump, like, all that sort of shit, bro. That's what it is. It's not like, yeah, they need, like, okay, Tim Pool was funded by the Russians. Like, fuck that. That's fucked up, but, like, that's not the problem here. Dizzle McFizzle says, check this out. MR sums it up well. A majority report, right? I'm sure they do.
Thing to do with the DNC.
Thank you, Dizzle. For
people writing saying the Democratic Party is telling people what to say. At its base, the group has nothing to do with the DNC, period. Number two, I do not get clearance for anything I say. I do not run interview questions by anyone at Chorus. I don't tell Chorus when I'm going to be doing an interview. Not a single segment I have done, not a single question I've ever asked a guest has...
But that's not what the contract clearly says. It's not what the contract clearly says, my guy. And Chorus picked you. You're part of the Chorus creators because they know you're a Zionist piece of shit. They know you're going to toe the party line because you already have 100 fucking sponsors. Half of those companies are probably owned by Zionists, man. Like, oh, we need to tell David Pakman what to say. They're not worried about what you have to say. They're not worried about what questions you're going to ask because look at your coverage. Look at your coverage about Gaza, man. You think they're worried about you and what you're going to say? When you make videos... sorry, that was David Pakman in Gaza. What's happening here? Like, you think they're worried about that? Cancels me for supporting Biden. Caller confronts me with 3 questions. It's constantly talking about how did Israel bomb Gaza hospital or did Hamas/Islamic Jihad do it? They're very happy with your work over at the DNC. Okay, Chorus is very happy with your work, David Pakman. So no worries, man.
Anything to do with Chorus. They don't tell me what to talk about. They don't tell me who to interview. They don't tell me how to cover a story. There are no restrictions of any kind on my content. I've never covered a story because Chorus suggested I do it. I've never not covered a story because Chorus suggested I not do it. There is no content relationship of any kind. So what does Chorus do?
Theodore has just become a Do Not Warrior. Thank you for becoming a member of the channel, Theodore. We very much appreciate you.
They run technical trainings, how to produce content, how to make your operation more efficient. How do you take a small shop of 1, 2, or 3 people and put content out on multiple platforms the way I've been doing successfully for decades? They set up mentorship relationships between larger creators like me and small shop of 1 relationship of any kind. So what does Chorus do?
What does it do? Let's hear him out.
They run technical trainings, how to produce content, how to make your operation more efficient, How do you take a small shop of 1, 2, or 3 people and put content out on multiple platforms the way I've been doing successfully for decades? They set up mentorship relationships between...
Okay, I mean, look, again, nothing wrong with teaching people how to light your videos or how to get better technically at making content. Okay, nothing wrong with that. But again, who are they choosing? What's the criteria to join Chorus? Can I join Chorus? Can someone who is very critical of Israel, who constantly shits on Israel and the Democratic Party, can they join Chorus? Is that what's happening? What did I click?
All right, I was not even going to talk about this because I hate participating.
What did I do? Wait, did I restart it? Fuck.
With inaccuracies, and they're not minor. I have done not a single question I've ever, no content relationship of any kind. So what does Chorus do? You take a small shop of 1, 2, or 3 people and put content out on multiple platforms the way I've been doing successfully for decades. They set up mentorship relationships between larger creators like me and small up-and-coming creators who are looking to do content, which is something I've said for years we need to be doing. They do advocacy trainings. They do media trainings. How do you deal with adversarial media?
Oh, shit. Lol.
To do content, which is something I've said for years we need to be doing. They do advocacy trainings. They do media trainings. How do you deal with adversarial media? Reporters with bad intentions who contact you. They do legal training so we understand how is the right wing...
How I can sue people once they write something about me I don't like.
...machine potentially going to come after us. How do you organize your business to be protected? That's what they do. And I want to make this really clear, and I know that 99% of my actual audience knows this. If this was a group or an organization that required me to get permission before saying things or fed me talking points.
Permission before saying things like, I think Hamas bombed their own hospital? Bro, that's what they want you to say, you fucking dumbass, you fucking shill piece of shit.
Or told me, David, talk about this and not about that, or anything like that. I would never be part of it, period. Anyone who knows me would know that. Now, I'm one of the larger creators in the current cohort. I want to help others grow. I want to mentor people. I want to grow the left media space. That's something I've been advocating for years. And now the circular firing squad is getting going. You look at TikTok, you look at these different platforms, people going after each other, most of it based on misunderstandings.
Is he talking about TikTok or did he actually say TikTok? Like, what the fuck does he mean?
Or misreporting about what's happening. Now, let me go to another aspect of this. I've seen messages like, oh, David, when you said X in 2024, that must have been because they told you to. Oh, David, this explains your take on Bolivia from 2017. Now I get why you said that. Or when you did that interview in 2022, it must have been.
When you did that interview in 2022. It might not have been the Chorus money. But you know what it could have been? It could have been some of this money. This could explain some of the things you said back in 2020 or back in 2022. Maybe one of these sponsors like, hey, by the way, David Pakman. David Salesman Pakman. We don't really, like it when you criticize Israel. Here at Incogni. You know what I mean? Here at Magic Spoon, we like to make tasty protein-filled cereal. And we also love Zionism. So maybe, David Pakman, you can shut the fuck up about what's happening in Israel.
Been because Chorus told you to. Even if you wrongly believed that I was now completely compromised by my participation in this group.
Now I'm completely bro, you're not even worth talking about.
This thing is brand new. It's like 8 weeks old or something like that. Maybe 10 weeks old, something like this. So the revisionism of going back and going, now I understand why David. Not only are they not directing content today, this thing is brand new. So that's just like impossible. One other thing I want to mention.
I'm just enjoying the $8,000 I'm getting every month as a stipend. As a young little intern trying to make it in the industry of content creation. Motherfucker, why does David Pakman need $8,000 a month as a stipend? What the fuck is that? What the hell?
The article identifies my friend Brian Tyler Cohen as the co-founder of this group. And now he's being attacked as well. His motives being impugned. Brian worked on this as a volunteer. He has spent hundreds of hours for not a penny on this project.
Oh, he'll get a penny down the line, bro, when this thing pays off for him. Don't worry.
Solely because he, like me, believes we need this type of organization on the left. They're killing us on the right. He doesn't need to be doing this for himself. He's trying to do this to build up left-wing content creators.
But what do you mean organization? Like, what you want, like the Democrats? Like, that's what he kind of said at one point. Like, you want them to send you talking points in the morning? Like, hello, David, this is what the Democrats would like you to talk about today. Like, you're literally their mouthpiece, you stupid fuck. It's up to you to do the research and see what you want to talk about, what interests you, what is controversial, what seems to not line up with what a politician promised and what they're actually doing. What do you mean you want to get talking points in the morning so that you're aligned with the Democrats and you're aligned with every other creator so that what, you all repeat the same fucking bullshit? You're a bunch of fucking dumbass parrots without their own opinions, just getting your talking points from the Democrats? Like, you want to do fucking hasbara? Is that what you want to fucking do?
As am I. And so the framing of Brian as some kind of villain in this entire thing, it's just farcical and pathetic. So the bottom line is, we need more of this on the left, not less. We need more organization and infrastructure and people understanding, how do you build a content machine? How do you produce a podcast? How do you grow an audience? How do you distribute it? How do you organize your day? What's your YouTube setup like? The article is designed to attack and degrade. I can't speak to the motives of the people behind it.
Where's the money coming from, David? Where's the money coming from, my guy? Why can't you disclose where the money is coming from? Why does it have to come from a dark money group? Why are there all these fucking weird stipulations in the contract? Why are all the creators chosen in this program fucking Zionist, pro-Israel creators that never talk about the genocide in Gaza? Explain that.
So I won't even speculate. My involvement is as I've described it here. There's nothing more and there's nothing less. It's up to you to decide whether you trust a particular creator. It's up to you to decide what sort of structural organization the left should pursue.
I called him a
But
shill.
what I can
like
tell
my
you
own comment.
is that the
Thank you very
circular
much.
firing squad is how the left loses. When we start turning each
So let's see some of the comments. Explain why David is not talking about Israel. Me getting an extra 100K annually from a dark money group is something I've been saying should happen for years. So I wasn't going to talk about this, because they're paying me and made me sign a contract to not talk about it at all. Yeah, exactly, right? Like, the only reason they're even talking about it now and openly disclosing it is because he got caught. If you're getting paid by an organization to promote views, you are not independent media. Exactly. That's what we're saying. Course is funded by the 1630 Fund. David certainly avoids being clear on the subject. Some said David a Pakman. $8 a month isn't independent media, Pakman. Exactly. It's exactly what we're saying. Like, who the fuck gets paid? Bro, if someone, like, I'll be very real with you guys. If someone is paying me $8,000 a month, I'm going to be like, is there something you want me to, like, bro, you guys send me $2 and I read your super chats and, like, I engage with you guys over like $2. Imagine someone sends me an $8,000 super chat, bro. And he's like, hey, man, avoid this topic. I'm going to think about it for a second. I'll be like, hey, I mean, they are paying me $8 fucking grand, which is like double what I make. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's insane, man. It's insane. So anyways, before we get to the other creators, let's just finish up with David a Pakman. He's literally threatening to sue now. He is threatening to sue. He's pulling an Ethan Klein, folks. David Pakman is pulling an Ethan Klein. Lawsuit for defamation. Sorry, you guys can't see the title of the video. Whoopsie. You can see now the lawsuit for defamation. Bang, bang. There we go. Let's play.
Well, I hate to start a show like this, but I do have to talk today about a defamation lawsuit. After Wired published a piece last week that made a number of untrue allegations and implications.
He's trying to silence Taylor Lorenz, essentially, and anyone on Twitter, any other creator, of, like, calling him a fucking shill.
About me and other creators, claiming I'm taking money in exchange for letting someone dictate the content of this show or restrict what I'm talking about, and many other claims and implications. A whole bunch of you wrote to me and said, David, are you going to sue for defamation? Suing for defamation and winning is really the way to take control back and to prove that you didn't do the things you're accused of. Now, it's a fair question, and I want to talk about that today. I didn't even plan on mentioning this entire fiasco again, but
yeah, Haley, I'd take the money and then block. I'd be like, you know what? Thank you for the $8,000 super chat, and then block. That'd be pretty nice.
It really has taken on a life of its own. So I'm going to get to the am I suing for defamation question in a moment, but I also want to lay out a few other things. The saddest part for me in all of this is that even though, after the first 48 hours, the overwhelming majority of my audience members and fellow creators and others realize there's really no story here. Like, it's not even just the allegations and implications are untrue. It's just there's not even really a story here. Most people realize that. Way more people always see the original allegations and they never see the corrections. And that's something we're going to deal with in a moment as well. The hardest part is that some people who have trusted me for years.
One second, what did they say there?
The allegations and implications, I mean, majority of my audience members and fellow creators and others realize there's really no story here. Like it's not even just
there's no story. You're getting paid $8,000 a month by a dark money group, bro, that no one can fucking trace back. And you're telling me there's no story here, that everything you're saying is fucking democratic propaganda, essentially, that you've been paid $8,000 to say, you fucking liar, man.
Allegations and implications are untrue. It's just, there's not even really a story here. Most people realize that. Way more people always see the original allegations and they never see the corrections. And that's something we're going to deal with in a moment as well. The hardest part is that some people who have trusted me for years have now canceled their memberships on my website because
they're trying to hurt me financially. They're attacking my pocketbook.
They wrongly believe the DNC tells me what to say.
Madness Arcade just dropped a $5. Going like, you're still going to do a Pokemon Unite gaming stream at some point, right? Sorry for bugging you about it. Don't apologize, Madness Arcade, but don't be spending any more money asking me about Pokemon. I don't know when, to be honest with you, Madness. I got so much to, like, so many games to play. Again, remind me, can I play it on the PC? Can I just play it on PC, right? I could just play it right here, right on the computer? Answer without a super chat, please.
Or that Chorus makes me get permission before I cover a topic, or that my opinions 2 years ago were shaped by Chorus despite Chorus being spun up like 2 months ago. There are people who will not be satisfied unless I file and win a defamation suit, and otherwise they have just said, this must be true, and haven't even come and asked me about it. Now, I don't...
Motherfucker, the contract is out there for everyone to read. Why don't you disprove it by looking at the contract and showing us where Taylor was wrong?
I know that a lot of people I'm hearing from were really my core supporters anyway, and we're going to get to that a little bit later in the show. But I want to again say, Chorus is not involved in content creation. They're not involved in content creation. They don't direct content. They don't pay for content. They don't subsidize content. They don't sponsor content.
They don't subsidize content? What is $8,000 a month, Yahmad? Look, you fucking donkey. What are they doing with that $8,000 a month? They're subsidizing your content, man. It's like when the government gives farmers an extra 20 grand or whatever the fuck, or they make it cheaper for them to buy, they encourage them to sell more milk because they have excess milk, so they subsidize the milk. And like, bro, what are we talking about here? They don't subsidize content. They have nothing to do with content. It's all about the content. They're giving you 8 grand so that you make content, so that you feel, so that they own you essentially as well. They're not subsidizing. They are precisely subsidizing. That's all they're doing, is subsidizing your channel and all these other people's channels. What's wrong with you, man? No, it's only on Switch and mobile. The Madness, I cannot play it. Unfortunately, I do not have a Switch, and I cannot. I'm not going to be buying a Switch anytime soon, and I can't stream off my phone. And like, how can I even stream off the Switch? Like, that seems super complicated. Let's stick to PC. Let's stick to Steam games. Madness, much love, and no more money about Pokemon.
Restrict content. They don't require anything in terms of content of creators. They've never suggested, David, why don't you do the story? Or David, why don't you stay away from the story? It just doesn't exist. It's a scholarship and support incubator for creators. There are very small channels. There are larger creators like Aaron Parnas and I. The idea here is grow the left-wing ecosystem. Now, because of a misleading article and even more confused commentary from other creators who...
Misleading article and more confused commentary from other creators who I also want to sue. Defamation. People love throwing the word defamation, lawyers, just to scare people. You know what I'm saying? Listen, guys, have one extra slice of pizza in the fridge. I'm going to put some fresh red pepper flakes on top of that, and I'm going to eat that shit. Let's let David Pakman entertain you while I'm gone.
Simply read the article, in some cases misunderstood it, went on and did stories about it. Some people have decided to cancel the David Pakman show. I don't know how to fix that part yet. What we have here is Brian Tyler Cohen coming out and raising money for a project he doesn't take a penny from. It's not nefarious subterfuge of any kind. It's Brian. Of course I supported it because I know Brian and I know his intentions, and it's a great thing. Now, maybe the worst part of this is that other creators, some, although most now are kind of like, there's no story here, but some creators in the first 48 hours took the Wired story and expanded it with even more outrageous claims, suggesting that it's APAC or IPAC. I don't even know how it's pronounced. APAC.
APAC or
that is
IPAC,
funding this show, or it's APAC.
Donkey,
and it's
motherfucker.
Cohen coming out and raising money for a project he doesn't take a penny from. It's not, in some cases misunderstood it, went on and did stories about it. Some people have decided to cancel the David Pakman show. I don't know how to fix that part yet. What we have here is Brian Tyler Cohen coming out and raising money for a project he doesn't take a penny from. It's not nefarious subterfuge of any kind. It's Brian. Of course I supported it because I know Brian and I know his intentions, and it's a great thing. Now, maybe the worst part of this is that other creators, some, although most now are kind of like, there's no story here, but some creators in the first 48 hours took the Wired story.
Some are saying there's no story here. Yeah, the ones that are being paid by Chorus. Or ones that you would think are paid by Chorus because their views are fucking centrist as fuck, like Harry Sisson.
And expanded it with even more outrageous claims, suggesting that it's APAC or IPAC. I don't even know how it's pronounced. IPAC, that is funding this.
IPAC, it's an Apple product. I love he pretends not to know how to pronounce APAC. You've been doing this for how long, motherfucker? Yeah, Ahmad, 20 years, 15 years? You don't know how to pronounce APAC? Idiot.
Show or other creators. Of course, not true. That the DNC is involved, not true. The result is that a lot of people in my audience have become confusedly furious with me, and some have canceled memberships. It takes years to build enough trust with someone that they say, I'm going to pay for this, and it takes seconds for them to cancel it. Others have unsubscribed from YouTube and other platforms.
They've hurt me financially.
There are people now, not just hoping for us to fail, but monitoring to see if we do have the failure. I don't want to let those people have the satisfaction. So we estimate about 6,000 YouTube subscribers out of 3.3 something million, about 6,000 YouTube subscribers have canceled. Now, during the same period of time, 5,000 have signed up, but 6,000 have canceled. I'm not asking them to come back. Many of them have made their decision. If they decide to come,
6,000 have canceled, and 5,000 have joined. So you've only lost 1,000, you dumb fuck. Don't you know how to do math? Stupid idiot. If you lose 6,000 subs and you gain 5,000 subs, that means you gained, you lost 1,000, essentially. How many of those were I'm going to sue all of them. Everyone who unsubscribed, I'm going to sue you in a defamation lawsuit. I'm going to make a class action lawsuit with Ethan Klein. Anyone who unsubscribed from the David Pakman channel or H3H3 podcast will be sued. You're hurting us financially.
come back great. What I am asking is, if you're a regular watcher on YouTube and you're not subscribed, there's about 4 million of you, consider subscribing. If you listen to the audio podcast, you don't watch on YouTube, but you have a Google account, consider subscribing. If you watch on TikTok, consider subscribing on YouTube. There's no downside, there's no cost. And of course, remember that this show primarily is funded by direct memberships at joinpakman.com. Now let's get to the defamation issue. Over the last few days,
the good stuff. When I say Ethan threatening to sue other YouTubers, not threatening, suing other YouTubers, it's a slippery slope. And it sets a precedent. And now everybody wants to sue people for fucking defamation on YouTube, man.
I've consulted with some of the top defamation attorneys in the country, lawyers who have won some of the largest verdicts, I think, in US history. And one thing I appreciate about good lawyers is they give you the full story up front. And most lawyers I've dealt with discourage litigation. They give you all the downsides. If you go to a lawyer and they go, oh, this is a slam dunk, let's start litigation tomorrow, I've learned to be skeptical of those lawyers. And most lawyers try to talk you out of litigation unless you, number one, really understand what you're getting into, and number two, you really want to do it. Now, I have not decided as of this moment whether to file a lawsuit. I'm not even going to name potential.
He's not going to do it. He's a fucking pussy.
Potential defendants in this segment. There's no reason to, but there would be multiple. If I were successful, the upside in theory would be I've cleared my name, at least in some generic sense, and that would be great. But there are some significant downsides.
Clear your name of what? You're accused of taking money for dark money. You're accused of just taking dark money, and the implication is that might be creating some sort of conflict of interest for your supposedly independent media show. That's the accusation. What has been said about you, bro? And you've come out and said, yeah, I do work with Chorus. I do get paid. And your contract is very fucking clear with what it stipulates. So shut the fuck up.
To getting involved in that. Number one is the cost. Unless you're in a highly public situation like the Sandy Hook parents suing Alex Jones or some of these other scenarios, you're not going to get a lawyer to take the case on contingency, meaning you start paying legal fees immediately. And I've been advised this could take 6 figures in legal fees just to get to the end.
This just makes me think of Ethan Klein. How much money is Ethan spending on lawyers? This guy says it's going to cost him 6 figures. And who's he trying to sue? Taylor? Maybe a couple other people? How many lawsuits does Ethan have? And he's just fucking every day. Hey, Rom, Bareem, Baroom. Let's do new lawsuits. How much money is he spending on that shit? This guy's talking about 6 figures, and it's just for like one lawsuit. Insane. That's so funny, bro. I hope Ethan goes fucking between the podcast dying, Teddy Fresh dying, all these fucking lawsuits. Ain't looking good for Ethan financially.
Without even a guarantee of getting the money back, right? I mean, hopefully you win, but winning can depend even on technicalities like what states are these lawsuits filed in. So that's the first consideration. Secondly, a case like this probably takes 12 to 18 months. And I'll admit, it would be extraordinarily stressful. I am not litigious by nature. I think all of you know that. I've never sued anybody. It would be stressful.
12 to 18 months. That's great news for Ethan. Content. Oh my God, my podcast is going to have content for 2 years just talking about lawsuits. I sued Denims again. As his videos start getting 150,000 views per podcast. Why is no one watching? I should make some VODs. I hate iDubbbz for the millionth time. Yeah, I wonder why people aren't clicking on the 30th iDubbbz video, Ethan.
It would be time consuming. It would, remember, I have a newborn at home. And it also likely would take me away from the show. Newborn. And so part of it is a conversation with my audience. Is it best for the show? Is the audience best served by 12 to 18 months of litigation instead of just focusing on the show and focusing on the baby?
Make your stupid fucking show, bro. They're paying you solid, nice $8,000 a month. You got all these. You don't want to upset Incogni or Magic Spoon. Remember your sponsors, man. What would they think? What would your sponsors think, David Pakman? What do you care about the audience? Fucking audience. Are they paying you? No, they're canceling their memberships. They're hurting you financially. Okay? Where do I keep closing this fucking tweet? Why do I keep closing the tweet about their sponsors? Do I have it here? There it is. This is who you need to keep happy, David. Lumen, Magic Spoon, Paired, Helix Sleep, Private Internet Access, AG1. Don't you want to drink your vitamins every morning? How about Sheath or Fume? Don't you want to stop your smoking addiction? How about Babbel or Start Mail, Aura, Incogni, MD Hearing, Naked, Smalls, JD Blinds, Ground News, Lumen. All these sponsors, what would they think if I wanted to sue someone? My poor sponsors.
And then number 3 is the reality of the outcome. Imagine that it takes 15 months and I win, right? Imagine I win. Maybe there's a financial settlement, maybe not. But even then, the damage, to the extent that there will be damage, is mostly going to be done. Am I really going to go 15 months from now and show the people that did abandon the show right now the victory? And are they then going to come
What victory, bro? What victory? The judge is going to read the same contract that Taylor Lorenz read. And their conclusion is going to be the same, and the jury. They're like, yep, the contract seems pretty specific. So.
And, you know, most defamation cases don't even go to trial. They end in a settlement. The settlement often includes that no one can talk about the settlement. So it's also like, if at the end of all of that, 6 figures in legal fees and all of this, if there is a settlement. Okay.
Jordan says, honestly, I was expecting to see Raid Shadow Legends, right? Or what are those headphones, the earbuds that everyone sells? Those fucking earbuds, what are they called? Quickly, the earbuds, everybody did those earbuds. Or Masterclass. He doesn't have Masterclass as a sponsor? Holy shit. Ridge Wallets, Masterclass, he doesn't have that. The earbuds, folks. I need the earbuds. I know there's a delay between us. Raycon, there we go. Raycon earbuds. Blake Davis was the first one to get it, then Gorgon. We got JF, everybody knows Raycons. Thank you guys. Ray J's, Raycons. So Raycon, Masterclass, obviously fucking VPN. Which one? NordVPN. Honey, remember Honey? The good old days. Ah, Honey, scammers.
Okay, I get some money, but is it even really the public victory that
Blue Chew
might help from a publicity standpoint, especially if it's a settlement no one's allowed to talk about? So that's what I'm contending with right now.
It's not going to help you, bro. Suing is not going to help. The only thing that he's trying to get out of this video is talking about litigation. Like, he wants Taylor to read the title. Lawsuit for defamation is like, hey, lady, think twice before you say anything else about me, okay? He's not going to fucking sue. He's a fucking pussy-ass little bitch. Sorry for the language, folks. I'm just kidding. The fact that he's even asking his audience, like, should I sue? But if I sue, it's going to take 12 to 18 months. And then if we settle, I can't even tell you guys what the settlement is. So what's the point? Like, you fucking, if you're gonna sue, at least be fucking confident about it and be excited. Like, not to give Ethan Klein any credit, but like when he sues people, he's like genuinely giddy about it. Like, you know what I mean? He's excited to make like podcast episodes. He's like, fuck yeah, now my life has meaning. I'm suing these 2 Arab women, and I'm suing this minority person, and I'm suing this pro-Palestinian person. Like, he's excited about it. It gives him an extra pep in his step every morning as he walks down the street. You're like, I don't know. It's kind of expensive, and it's going to take so long, and I might not even win, and even if I do win, it might be a settlement, and I can't even talk about it. Like, bro, just fucking hang it up, pack it up, go home. You ain't suing. Clearly, you're not fucking suing, little pussy. Jesus fucking Christ. No one's falling for that shit. You think I'm scared of you? You fucking shill? Sue me, David Pakman, you little fucking bitch. Little bitch boy taking $8,000 to say what? To teach people how to use fucking ring lights? And this is how you turn on your ring light if you want to get to 3 million subscribers. You got to use this. Like, fuck you and your fucking tips. Who watches your shit? How does he have 3 million subs, bro?
Watch this guy Pac-Man, he's good.
What kind of people subscribe to your shit? Sue me, little bitch. Come on over. Let's fucking do it. I'm waiting for you. 11K views. I mean, he does well view-wise. 348K. Damn, this guy's doing crazy work. Farming Donald Trump content, of course. Look, I'm down. I'm down to be sued by David Pakman. David Pakman, sue me for defamation, my man. Let's fucking go. Anyways, that's the end of David Pakman. We have this other creator, Olivia Juliana, responded to Taylor Lorenz. Let's see.
Frustrating. Everyone is willing to just believe lies.
The article that Taylor Lorenz wrote about me and a number of other content creators who are part of the chorus cohort is filled with factual inaccuracies. First and foremost, we are not paid to make content. We are not paid by the Democratic Party. Chorus does not have any.
You're not paid to make content? Listen, lady. When the exchange of cash is made, they gave you $8,000. Why did they give you that $8,000? As a fucking stipend? You need $8,000 to ride the bus from wherever the fuck you are to go to that chorus meeting? You don't even need that shit because there's Zoom fucking calls. You're meeting via fucking Zoom. Why do you need $8,000 a month to buy some ring lights? Have you been on Amazon? Do you know how much a ring light is? Like $20 fucking dollars. Microphones? This was like $100. This was like $100-something. You're using that money to buy equipment, to buy gear, which then in turn you are using to make content, lady. You think we're fucking idiots? What am I, a fucking donkey? And donkeys are smart? By the way, no offense to donkeys, but in Lebanon we say ahmar. It's a nice little, you know, it's an insult that we like. شو أنا ahmar شايفتيني يا بهلة? Jim D. Dukers sends a $5 and says, Anthony, pace yourself. You have a long day tomorrow and you're not as young as you used to be. Jim, you're right. I have a very long day tomorrow, folks. Tomorrow, I have like a 13 to 14-hour day. Can you believe it? To anybody just joining us right now, let's just quickly go over the guests we'll have tomorrow. Actually, I'll do that after Olivia's video. That way, as to not distract from where we are. But I do want to... I'm so proud of this guest list that we have tomorrow, guys. It's going to be fucking wild. All right, Olivia.
Creative control over any of the content that I make, over any of the people that I talk to, and they have never and will never tell me what I can or cannot say. The contract that we signed.
That's why I never speak about the genocide in Gaza. They don't tell me what to say.
Does not pay us for content. It is the same as somebody giving seed money to a small business to build their infrastructure so that that business can go on to be self-sustaining in the future. That is effectively what Chorus is. It offers small creators and content creators technical trainings and operational guidance and how.
And $8,000? $8,000. That's a lot of money. You know what minimum wage in Lebanon is? $1,000. You know what? What's the minimum wage in the States? Like, what's the minimum someone can make in a month? Like $3 fucking grand? Okay. $8,000 is so obscene. It is so beyond the amount of money that you need. You can start a YouTube. Folks, could you imagine if you needed to start a YouTube channel? Like the way they're making it sound right now, you need 60 grand to start your YouTube channel. You need to invest 60 grand in cameras, fucking industrial lighting. It doesn't cost that much. Okay? I just spent like $1,700 on a PC fucking 4 years into it, 5 years into it. I started off with my MacBook Air. I started off with an old camera that I used to have. Then I eventually bought a $750 camera. Then I bought another one. That's $1,500 in cameras, not 8 grand. I think in totality, over 5 years, I don't even think I've spent $8,000 on equipment. Let's say 2 grand on the laptop, $1,500 on 2 cameras. That's $3,500. $400 on a mixer. Let's say $4,000. Let's say $500 of mics. That's $4,500. I got old mics in the past. $4,700. The steering wheel, that was a couple $100. $5,000. That's over 5 years we're speaking. Let's count the old camera that I bought too. The old one, that was like $600. That's $5,600. What other equipment have I bought? I've bought 3 ring lights over the years. Let's say $6,000. Let's call it a $6,000. $8,000 a month. $6,000 over 5 years versus $8,000 a month. And let's also count, even though I had my laptop for work, it was a work laptop. Let's also count it within the budget. Let's make it $7,000. I spent $7,000 over 5 years investing in equipment and technology. And they're getting $8,000 a month. They're not paying us for content. They're paying you for your fucking silence. They're paying you to be fucking complicit, okay? They're paying you for silence. Yes, they are paying you for content.
To build their own long-term self-sustainable platforms. If you want to get into the weeds about all of those things, you can go watch the videos that were posted by Elizabeth Booker Houston and Ali O'Brien. By the way, 2 people who are part of this cohort who have been consistently critical of the Democratic Party since all of this started, which debunks all of those things. You can go watch the videos that were posted by Elizabeth Booker Houston and Ali O'Brien. By the way, 2 people who are part of this cohort who have been consistently critical of the Democratic Party since all of this started, which debunks the other claim you have, which is that...
Which debunks... And those 2 people, I think, are like 2 of 80, 2 out of 60 creators that have like occasionally spoken about Palestine and stuff. What about all of you other motherfuckers? Where the fuck have you been on the issue, lady?
We have to be nice and uncritical of the Democratic Party.
Bassem, who's been a member for 5 months, says minimum wage in Lebanon is $312 currently, but aren't they? I heard they're trying to change it to $1,000. Like, isn't the law? Aren't they drafting a law to make it $1,000? Currently, people are making like $90 in Lebanon a month. There's like teachers making $60 or like $90. That's from what I heard. Someone told me that they're working on drafting a law to make the minimum wage $1,000 in Lebanon. I'm not sure if that's accurate, though. Please correct me in the chat.
It might be easy to convince people on the outside and to convince other creators that the things that you're saying about 1630 and about Omidyar and about journalism are all true. Unlike a lot of other creators and people on the outside, I have experience in the nonprofit world, the nonprofit compliance world, and in journalism, which is why I am...
And in journalism. You think she'll sue us too?
Nonprofit compliance world and in journalism, which is why I am absolutely dumbfounded that your article was even published in the first place. When you submit a piece of content or a piece of writing to someone in an editorial manner, they go through a rigorous fact-checking process. So the fact that your article, which was riddled with factual inaccuracies, was published in...
By the way, she's wearing a Star Wars shirt. Who's that? Doesn't look like Rey. Looks like the girl from Community. Or name Addison or something.
In the first place is mind-boggling to me. And you're also trying to convince...
Is that Princess Leia? Who the fuck is on that t-shirt?
...these people that the problem here is accepting dark money and that there's a lack of disclosure. Well, Taylor, once again, you're either a liar, a hypocrite, misinformed, bad at your job, or maybe a combination of all of those. You yourself have received funding from Omidyar through their Reporters in Residence program.
But I am in a reporting fellowship that is an LLC that is completely separate from even the organization, the nonprofit organization of the Omidyar Network.
1630 Fund is a fiscal sponsor. It is a larger charity that houses smaller charities for the sake of logistics and operations.
The LLC that I'm part of...
Oh, that sounds reassuring. What?
In a reporting fellowship that is an LLC that is completely separate from even the organization.
But like what you're saying is so problematic. Like you're claiming that I'm getting this dark money that can't be traced back. Well, if it's $8,000, then who cares, Taylor?
Of disclosure. Well, Taylor, once again, you're either a liar, a hypocrite, misinformed, bad at your job, or maybe a combination of all of
Jim D's tapping out. Jim D. Dukers. We'll see you later, hopefully, and see you tomorrow. Most importantly.
Those. You yourself
yeah, it looks like Allison Brie, right?
have received funding from Omidyar through their Reporters in Residence program.
But I am in a reporting fellowship that is an LLC that is completely separate from even the organization, the nonprofit organization of the Omidyar Network.
1630 Fund is a fiscal sponsor. It is a larger charity that houses smaller.
Attack of the Clones. Yeah, this is Natalie Portman. Attack of the Clones. You can see it right here. The worst one from the prequel trilogy. The prequel trilogy is bad in general, but Attack of the Clones was certainly the worst.
Charities for the sake of logistics and operations.
The LLC that I'm part of has not accepted any money from the 1630 Fund.
You, Taylor, receive money for independent journalism infrastructure building from the Omidyar Network. Whether you're accepting it from the nonprofit or from an LLC, you are still accepting money from the same funding pool.
It's not political, it's nonpartisan, and
Oh my god.
I'm being paid as part of a reporting fellowship. It has nothing to do with politics.
Yeah,
Django Fett says, she's like, now, oh, Django Fett, nice Star Wars reference. She's like, now I can buy nice stuff for myself and for my kids. And it's like, yeah, that's what money does. That's what it's used to bribe people. Just describing the process of being corrupted. Yeah, if they hadn't given me that $8,000 a month, how would I be able to make all these videos that I'm making and surviving off my content? Why would I upset them?
Taylor, so are we. Because Chorus is a non-partisan non-profit. It is not an entity of the Democratic Party. You are in the same structured program.
Truly, no one's paying. I'm not taking money from any dark money group. I'm just not. And if I ever did, I would tell you.
You go to your Substack, there's
Sorry, is Taylor getting a stipend for $8,000 a month for working for these people? If she is, that would be fair. Something fair to question. I don't think that's what she's accusing her of, though. You're getting $8,000 in fucking allowance money for doing what, yo? $8,000? Are you spending... Show me how you're spending your 8K. How are you spending that 8K on gear? How many cameras? You make fucking shitty-ass TikTok videos on your phone. Look at your fucking microphone. You have a Movo microphone, bro. Like, no one recommends these fucking things. That's like a budget microphone. You're getting $8 grand a month, and you're out here using a fucking Movo microphone and a fucking cell phone camera with $8 grand a month? Where's the lighting that they fucking paid for? I have better lighting than you, and we're fucking poor over here. What the fuck is this? Why does my setup look better than yours? And you're making $8 grand a month.
no disclosure that you have had any kind of operational or seed funding for your independent journalism pursuits, which is how I know that you know the difference between being paid for content and being paid to grow your own independent infrastructure. If you were following your own ethical guidelines that you put on all of us.
Independent infrastructure. Lady, don't fucking call your bedroom like infrastructure at this point. You're in your fucking bedroom making these fucking videos. Let's not kid ourselves here. I'm in a spare bedroom in my house shooting fucking videos. I need to build my infrastructure for $8 grand. Where's the money going? That Movo microphone? That's like a $30 microphone right there. Let's fight. You want to check it out on Amazon?
You would have a disclosure on your Substack, and yet you don't. I am part of Chorus. I accepted money to be part of a technical and operational training program and a mentorship program. I have absolutely no shame about being part of Chorus. I am someone who has been—
Of course you have no shame. You're earning $8,000 a month. You're fucking rolling in cash. You're upper middle class, like overnight. I have no shame of now having $8,000 a month, and now I can buy all of the Natalie Portman Attack of the Clones t-shirts that I want. Look at, she has like an LED strip in the back, bro. Look at that. Like that's where the money's going. That's where the $8 grand went to buy that LED strip, that Movo microphone.
Been on my own, working and busting my ass since I was 19 years old, who has been on my own. I have absolutely no shame about being part of Chorus. I am someone who has been on my own, working and busting my ass since I was 19 years old to be able to build a better life for my children and give them the safety and security I never had. And next year, when I go back to college and I'm able to finish and become the first person in my family to graduate from college, I will—
It'll be thanks to Chorus and their $8,000 a month, which does not have any impact on the things that I say or believe, but God bless them, because without them, I can't feed my kids or go to college. But again, no impact on what I say or believe. Now, thanks again, Chorus, for making sure I can go to college.
Have absolutely no guilt in accepting money to make myself more independent in the future. And the fact that you have the audacity to go after creators and say that they are corrupt and that they are twisted for taking money that could help them build a platform that could sustain them and their families for the rest of their life is disgusting, and you should be embarrassed and ashamed of yourself.
Oh my God, bro. She doesn't understand bribes. this money that all money can be used to better your life. Of course. Of course. You think if a fucking drug lord right now came in and handed me 5 grand or 10 grand, it wouldn't make a difference? Of course. Oh, hey, thanks for the 10 grand. But what do you want from it? What do you want for that 10 grand? What is it really going to cost me? That's what you have to ask. Why are they giving you that money? This is going to help my kids? Yeah, of course it is. That's how money works. You fucking spend it on shit. You buy things that you want from it. You're fucking rich. You're making 8 grand a month. Do you understand what that means? Even if you're not making the 8 grand, they said up to 8 grand. Maybe she's making 6 grand a month. Boo fucking who? That's still a lot of fucking money.
Especially because you yourself have taken the same exact money. To everyone out there who's watching this, who you may still not believe me, you may not find me trustworthy, you may think that I'm a paid Democratic shill, that's fine. It's within your right to believe that. If you're still here and you believe the things that I'm saying and you actually want to build a coalition to beat back Donald Trump and beat
I'm a little bit late, but you should know she's a shill.
Lies.
the article, that's fine. It's within your right to believe. Want to build a coalition to beat back Donald Trump and beat back fascism, then I'm happy that you're here.
Beautiful. Now this guy, too. I don't know who the fuck this guy is. Let's listen to him. My God, on today, more drama and false allegations. Taylor Lorenz is spreading misinformation like crazy about content creators. And his name is Too Raw, Too Real. By the way, Taylor pointed this out. Which, like, you know, when anything happens in Israel, you have, like, all these American politicians that are paid by AIPAC. Like, they put out the same tweet at the exact same time. Like, prayers for Israel. My thoughts are with Israel. They have the right to defend themselves while the Iranians attack them. They all put out the same tweet at the exact time. Coordinated Twitter attack. Well, these chorus content creators did the exact same thing. The similar statements creators are now putting out about our story. Look at this one. David Pakman wrote this. After a recent Wired hit piece, now fully debunked, false claims started circulating, and sadly some people chose to unsubscribe from my website membership, Substack, or unfollowed on YouTube. The outcome is exactly what the author was hoping for when they put out a misleading and inaccurate article. If you want to support what I do, please consider subscribing. Aaron says, because of a recent Wired hit piece that has now been debunked, literally the same language, because of a Wired hit piece now fully debunked, because of a recent Wired hit piece that has not been debunked, misinformation spread like wildfire, and several people decided to unsubscribe from my Substack. This is what the author wanted, despite publishing a false article. Please consider subscribing to support my work today. Literally, they're using the same language. It's just like it's like Zionist, bro. The exact same shit. Israeli lobby doing its thing, bro. Put out this tweet, put out this statement, deny, 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 accuse, accuse, accuse. It's so transparent. You know what I'm saying? Okay, let's see what Too Raw, Too Real had to say. And then we're going to get to Ethan Klein spewing race science.
In the library of the candlestick, you got the clue, girl. You did. Damn it, Taylor, you caught me. You caught me like Colonel Mustard in the library of the candlestick. You got the clue, girl. You did it. This is what we talk about, real journalism. I'm talking about she's giving Diane.
Again, look at this fucking content creation. I mean, look, what's this guy getting the $8,000 for? What has he spent it on? He has a fucking little neon sign behind him. Those cost about $200 to $250. I had a very similar thing made here in Lebanon, and they cost more in Lebanon than they do cost over there. So he's got fake grass behind him. This guy's getting $8,000 a month. What are you using that money for? Making these little shitty TikToks in front of your little background like this? This guy's making $8 grand a month. Where's that money going, bro? You happy? You swimming in money, swimming in cash, rich all of a sudden?
Sawyer a run for her motherfucking money.
What is it? Diane, tell me. Do you know? Do you really know? Do you really know?
No, you know.
Thank you.
Let me start off by saying this. Taylor Lorenz, you're a piece of shit, and I don't know how you can call yourself a journalist without even doing a lick of fucking research. You're just thirsty. So I want you to drink this up. You said in your article that we are not allowed to disclose the fact that we are.
Contract reviewed prohibits standard partnership disclosures, declaring that creators will not publicize their relationship with Chorus or tell others that they're members of the program without Chorus's prior express consent. They also forbid creators from disclosing the identity of any funder and give Chorus the ability to force creators to remove or correct content based solely on the organization's discretion if that content was made at a Chorus organized event.
Are cohorts of Chorus. If that's the case, then why did it November 20th, to be precise, 2 weeks after the election, I had a donation link and a video disclosing the fact that I was trying to partner up with Chorus where we were trying to get funding. There was a donation link and it's still up there in my bio. This isn't breaking news. My followers know. Everybody knows. We hosted forums. I'm confused on how this is news. And secondly,
your followers are, if they knew that, they're non-discerning and they don't care. That means they're kind of they're shitty followers, bro. If they don't care that you're getting money from an undisclosed source, you're getting $8,000 a month to censor what you're saying. If your followers know that and don't care, then they deserve to watch and consume someone like you in your content, because it's worthless.
You wrote about Chorus before. Did you not write an article saying that they weren't paying content creators, Chorus isn't doing anything, that content creators feel like they're not getting paid, they're doing free labor, this, that, and the other? So which...
محسن عم بيقول لا أعرف شيء باللغة الإنجليزية، آسف. محسن ما تعتلهم. محسن بكرة نحن رح نحكي بالعربي أصلا، وقتها بتدق لنا على الساعة 4 هنكون عم نتكلم بالعربي، ورح يكون معنا هارلي وانا رح ترجم لها اللي انت عم بتقوله، رح ترجمه انا للانجليزي، هيك العالم اللي عم تحضرنا بتفهم، وهارلي كمان بتفهم معنا. محسن نحن بكره حنحكي بالعربي، ما تعتل هم، وان شاء الله انت تفهم علي، لانه بعرف اللهجه اللبنانيه غير من اللهجه عندكم الفلسطينيه، بس ان شاء الله يمشي الحال بيناتنا يعني.
Which one is it? Are we getting paid? Are we not getting paid? What the fuck do you really know? Thirdly, and apparently, we're not allowed to bash Democrats or actually give them any type of constructive criticism. However, I swear I be on damn Bernie Sanders' ass like flies on shit. I do recall my video going viral of what the fuck Chuck when I any type of
Bernie
constructive...
I don't... People say I don't criticize the Democrats, but I criticize Bernie Sanders all the time. The one guy who's speaking out against what Israel is doing, the one guy who's trying to stop funding to Israel, even though he doesn't call it a genocide. We know, we're very disappointed in Bernie. But the one guy who's actually out there being like, hey, maybe we shouldn't fund Netanyahu's government. He's like, I talk shit about this guy all the time. Yeah, fuck you, bro, and your dumbass fucking content. Fucking centrist, normie pieces of shit.
Criticism. However, I swear I be on damn Bernie Sanders' ass like flies on shit. I do recall my video going viral of what the fuck Chuck when I called him out about the continuing resolution and how he did not hold the motherfucking line with the rest of the damn Democrats in the House. Cause motherfuckers like this will not get the job done. How can you sit here and say that you care about us, but you're selling us to Elon Musk and Donald Trump? I don't see how you can say that you care about Medicaid.
Bro, this guy's getting $8,000 a month. What is this production value? He filmed this while taking a shit on the toilet. He's literally sitting on his toilet seat, taking a shit, filming a fucking TikTok, bro. I mean, I guess he does need this guy needs fucking help, man, making videos.
You care about veterans and all these other things, but you said that you're gonna vote for this shit. What are we doing here?
You know what I mean? Just fucking shitting.
Confused. Nothing you're saying is making any sense, and my platform shows something of the contrary, ma'am. Ain't been nothing but full transparency over here, sis. Seems like you're just a saltine salad. Eat you a salad, sis. You're not yourself when you're hungry. Make sure you get a lot of croutons and some ranch dressing to match your complexion, because that's really what it comes down to, isn't it? Y'all are so used to content creators always doing shit for free, and y'all don't think that we deserve the funding, when the mere fact of the matter is people rely on influencers, particular content creators, to get their news, because we understand that corporate media isn't reliable anymore.
Oh, okay, dumbass. Content creators should get money. I should be getting paid. But if I'm getting paid to talk about the news and share my honest opinion, I shouldn't be getting paid by the people who I'm supposed to be criticizing and holding their feet to the fire. Okay, you want to get paid? Get paid by your audience. Try to get some ethical sponsors that you can work with. Try to set up a Patreon. Set up a Substack. Set up a way for your supporters to fund you directly, okay? Why do we not watch mainstream media? Let me answer that question for you.
But content creators to get their news, because we understand that corporate media isn't reliable anymore.
Why is corporate media not reliable anymore, you dumb fuck? Answer that question yourself. Why is corporate media not reliable anymore? Because what? Oh, they get paid by who? They're bought and paid for by the Democratic Party or the Republicans? Oh, or by special interest groups or lobbyists or advertisers? Oh, so that's why we switched to independent creators, because you're not supposed to have those same ties to those same kind of companies. Oh, but wait, you do? Oh, but wait, you're getting $8,000 from some random dark money corporation or 1630 and with Chorus, and you're getting $8 grand a month to do what? To work on your setup, because clearly you're not. This is a shitty fucking setup that is not worth fucking $200. So there is a difference between getting funding, and we deserve funding. I make content all day, every day, bro. I need to find a way to make money. I think YouTube should pay me, for example. I don't want the Democrats to pay me. I don't want the government to pay me. I think YouTube, the company that hosts my show, that hosts my entertainment, I bring eyeballs and viewers to YouTube. I make viewers spend their time on YouTube. Instead of watching Netflix right now, instead of watching Twitch, instead of being on their phones, they're spending time on YouTube. YouTube should be paying me for that. They shouldn't be paying me for what I say and what I don't say.
This is like the second failed article that you wrote about Chorus. And since you don't know shit about it, let me tell you about it. Chorus is a cohort working with content creators.
Tiago Menezes says, follow the money from gift subs and a lot of political dollars will be found. This for Hassan too. Common folk can't afford 200 sub gifts a time. Let's be honest. Follow the money from gift subs and a lot of political. Tiago, are you accusing Haley D of being dark money? Are you accusing members go up of being dark money? Haley D, that's what's happening right now. I'm kidding, of course. Nour, welcome to the... Nour has just become a member. Thank you so much, Nour. We appreciate your support, Nour. Thank you so much. W's in the chat for Nour. Folks, watch out. Now, the next time any of you gift any memberships here, I'm not going to trust where this money's coming from. You damn dark money bastards.
It is for us to get trained and paid. And the training is so that we can be better. I swore my videos have gotten better. Better set piece, better lighting, a motherfucking microphone. All because we're sharing better to get trained and paid. And the training is so that we can be better. I swore my videos have gotten better. Better set piece, better lighting.
Lighting is shit.
A motherfucking
microphone. This microphone isn't... Can someone recognize what microphone this is? This is not a microphone you buy when you're making $8,000 a month. I'm sorry, bro. They're pocketing the money, bro. They're spending the minimum amount on microphones and gear, and they're just pocketing the rest, bro. Which is what I would do too, to be honest. You know what I mean? I'm getting $8,000 a month. Shit.
Fucking microphone. All because we're sharing fucking ideas. Are we all doing the same type of videos? No. Are we all talking about the same thing? No. I talk about the shit that I want to talk about. I'm not obligated to do any video other than what I want to do. So everything she's saying is bullshit because you know white women love to lie. But the thing,
because you know white women, look at he makes it about race. What if he was a white person saying, you know, black women love to lie, or you know, black men love to lie? Look how racist this is.
That's concerning me is this white woman's lie might put people like me and other content creators in danger.
In danger. Okay, great. So this person, now she's the one who everyone is claiming made like the best point. John Favreau shared this and said, the Wired piece is wildly, what do you say, is wildly dishonest, and I'm truly surprised they published it. And he shared this video by organizer memes, and her name is Ali something. We'll check out her TikTok, Ali202 or something. In my opinion, this is the most detailed response from a member of Chorus to the article. It focuses less on Taylor and more on the arguments, which I appreciate. And yeah, she's actually going to do Taylor a favor because she's going to highlight exactly the parts of the contract that Taylor was talking about, and she's going to prove that Taylor is actually telling the truth.
Being very critical of the Democratic Party, and I'm a member of a training program called Chorus that teaches political content creation. Hello, I am a leftist that is known for being very critical of the Democratic Party, and I'm a member of a training program called Chorus that teaches
Ali202
political content creators on the left how to grow their platforms and make content creation into a full-time job. I have a slew of receipts to explain why a very fear-mongering article that came out yesterday about how this program works is just very inaccurate. And I think I'm a good person to talk about this because I've seen a lot of people afraid that this program is just a way for Democrats to pay people off to blindly defend Democrats on the internet. And I understand the fear because that would be diabolical if it was true. But this is a video of me yelling at the DNC literally yesterday.
Yelling at the DNC yesterday
over their refusal to endorse an arms embargo against Israel. I am not one to hold back on criticizing the Democratic establishment, so I think I'm useful proof that that's not what this program's about. I do feel there's people in this cohort who shill a little bit too hard for the Democrats, but that's a them problem, not a this program problem. Without further ado, let's get into the claims of the article versus my receipts. Okay, so the first main big scary thing that's written into this article is creators told Wired that the contract stipulated they'd be kicked out and essentially cut off financially if they even so much as acknowledged that they were part of the program or that Chorus existed. No. Here's a video of someone named Heidi who's in the cohort explaining what Chorus is and that she's joining it on November 20th, 2024. Here is the Chorus website that is public facing, anyone can see it, with literal pictures of creators that are in the cohort. In the contract I signed, there is some language that says, hey, please, before you make a public statement about what Chorus is, just check with us. The reason for that is that as the...
Well, there you go. That's not true. Look at this person said this and this person said that. But according to the contract, can you repeat that, lady? What does the contract say?
States, hey, please, before you make a public statement about what Chorus is, just check with us. The reason for that is that as the article states, there's over 90 influencers in...
Just check with us. Hey, before you make a statement, just check with us. Just let's make sure what you're saying is we can approve it. Just by fucking saying that, you are proving the point that Taylor is making. They are controlling the content you can and can't say. Do you understand what that fucking means? Or no? Are you too fucking stupid?
the program, many of whom have very small accounts and joined the program to get like mentorship and happen to be immigrants or trans in a red state, right? And like already happen to be kind of in extra danger right now. And so the goal with the like, please check with us clause was to make sure that small happen to be kind of in extra danger right now. And so the goal or trans in a red, very small accounts and joined the program to get like mentorship and happen to be immigrants or trans in a red state, right?
Oh, so apparently you need to disclose to Chorus if you're gonna, you need to tell Chorus that you're gonna disclose your affiliation with them in case, you know, they want to make sure you're safe if you're trans or you're a minority. Hey, like, we just want to make sure a mob doesn't show up at your house. We're just trying to protect trans people. That's why we want you to disclose it. Okay, cool.
And like already happen to be kind of in extra danger right now. And so the goal with the like, please check with us clause was to make sure that small creators who already had targets on their back weren't accidentally like featured on a huge page and then suddenly had an onslaught of threats from the right. Chorus has never been kept some nefarious secret, right? People have been talking about it. It was more just, hey, this is already an unsafe job for some people. Check with us in advance so you don't accidentally like add to someone's unsafety. Okay, number 2, according to
so this is an unsafe job. Being a creator online talking about the news is an unsafe job. Check with us just so that we make sure we're not adding to your unsafety. Okay, that makes sense.
Of the contract viewed by Wired, creators in the program must funnel all bookings with lawmakers and political leaders through Chorus.
Sorry. So according to copies of the contract viewed by Wired, creators in the program must funnel all bookings with lawmakers and political leaders through Chorus.
Contract viewed by Wired, creators in the program must funnel all bookings with lawmakers and political leaders through Chorus. No, again, I literally have the contract right here.
Okay, so here it is. Disclose to Chorus newsroom personnel any engagement with government officials or others on topics related to Chorus's policy agenda that contractor arranges through other means. Okay, so disclose to Chorus newsroom personnel any engagements with government officials or others on topics related to Chorus's policy agenda that contractor arranges through other means. That's exactly what Taylor said.
Talk through it in a minute, but first let me show you this. Here's an email of me directly reaching out to the Sargon campaign to try to interview him. In a minute, but first let me show you this. Here's an email of me No, again, I literally have the contract right here. I'll talk through it in a minute, but first let me show you this. Here's an email of me directly reaching out to the Sargon campaign to try to interview him. His course does not control who I interview or what I post. I also sometimes text the comms directors directly of like Congress people that I want to interview because usually the congressional offices will give out.
Okay, so she's saying that's not true and she's reaching out to these people directly. Okay, but why does your contract say that? It's to protect trans creators as well. If they're reaching out, they can get harmed. You know, yeah, I'm sure.
These little business cards. And this is not like specific to content creators. This is just like if you go to try to talk to your senator, their people will give you little business cards. Blur out the name of the specific person because I feel awkward, but like anybody can get these business cards and then you can just text them. Chorus does not control that. I've done lots of congressional interviews and usually I just set them up myself. And here's the section of the contract, right, that confirms that. It says they want you to disclose to Chorus any engagement with government officials related to Chorus's policy agenda that contractor, that's me, I'm the contractor, arranges through other means, right? So this is the contract, right, that Chorus does not control that. I've done lots of congressional interviews and usually I just set them up myself. And here's the section of the contract, right, that confirms that. It says they want you to disclose to Chorus any engagement with government officials related to Chorus's policy agenda that contractor, that's me, I'm the contractor, arranges through other means, right? So if I just arrange it myself with a congressperson, I just let Chorus know so that they know that congressperson's open to booking and other people in Chorus can do it too. Accidentally,
Oh, so they just want to know that they're open to booking, not so that they tell me, hey, maybe don't talk to that congressman. If you're talking to that congressman, don't ask about this. You'll piss him off. They just want to know for other bookings. It's very innocent, but it's in the contract, and that's how it's been reported. Like, this is the language in the contract does not support what you're saying, lady. Madness Arcade going nuts in the live chat says, did you ever see my link for Watermelon Pictures, the Idol movie? Didn't we watch the trailer for that? And also, are you going to talk about the Hind Rajab movie? I'm not sure what the Hind Rajab movie is, but I should check out the Watermelon link. Madness, I don't know if you know this, but we've been very busy working on a massive fundraiser that is happening tomorrow. We're raising money for Gaza. But maybe we can try to look at some of those things tomorrow. And Madness Arcade sends another 5 and says, Ali's response is the only one that isn't a smear. Ali said they joined to try to change the program from the inside. They seem well-intentioned. It's like that people joining the Democrats and saying that they're going to change the Democrats from the inside. She's accepting dark money, like at the end of the day. She's accepting dark money. So how much is she going to change? She's just willing to go with whatever to make some money and get some extra exposure. And Madness Arcade with another 5 says they can definitely do better and don't need it. They seem like the most sane and rational ones. Are you talking about the leftist creators? And Dreadful Utopia sends a $1 super sticker. Thank you so much. And Madness, thank you so much for being so generous. We hope to see you tomorrow. Save your money for tomorrow, Madness. We're sending money to Palestine. We're sending money to the Mohsen. Hopefully, we can do some good tomorrow.
We always forget to let Chorus know. Like, I don't think I've ever told them that before. But that's not what's important. What's important is that they're literally acknowledging here that you can book it yourself. And the fact that the person who wrote this article claims to have read through the entire contract.
They're not acknowledging that you can book it yourself. Range 2. I mean, I guess they're saying you can book it yourself, but not without disclosing it. You have to disclose it to Chorus to book it yourself. I don't think that's as innocent as you're making it sound, sound to
But
me.
like, here it is clearly written that what you stated in your article was categorically false. Like, that is quite concerning about your journalistic integrity. Like, I get that these contracts are long and confusing. That's why people have lawyers and managers to help them, but you don't write an article about it unless you understand what's going on. This whole article is just written like, you know, this group, they have money and so they control them. And it's just like, no, that's not what's happening. If there's someone in this cohort that you are like, they are too much of a shill doing whatever the Democratic Party says, it's not this program that's the reason for that. I don't know how to put this nicely. It's either a personal moral failing by those people or it's a different contract they're under that says they can't criticize Dems, but it's not this one because I'm under this contract and you can catch me on the daily making fun of Andrew Cuomo, pissed at Cory Booker, calling for Chuck Schumer to lose his job. Take your pick. I have heard of contracts that exist that restrict what people can say bad about Democrats, but this is not one of them. This contract actually has no bearing on a single thing that we ever post, which brings me to my next section. The next part, and this is a really important part, I'm going to try to explain this as well as I can, but feel free to comment questions, is that the contracts reviewed by Wired prohibit standard partnership disclosures. What she's talking about, okay, a standard partnership disclosure is when you make a video in partnership with an org like the ACLU, and so then you put ACLU partner as a disclosure in your caption. There is very important context left out of this article of why the standard disclosures aren't the kind we use at Chorus, and that's because Chorus never pays us to make a video. The author of this article actually said that in a comment.
Oh yeah, the whole, they don't pay us to make a video. They only give us $8,000 a month as a stipend. Yeah, to make videos with them.
You're correct that Chorus doesn't pay you to post specific content. Chorus is a training program where I learn things like what lights to buy if I want to film a YouTube video and what policy experts are
Yeah, this doesn't cost $8,000 a month. This fucking thing right here. This is $25 at most.
saying about gerrymandering in Texas and National Guard in DC. So since Chorus is about like personal development and they're never paying you to make a video, of course you're not putting like Chorus partnership in your caption. That's not how that would work. So I don't fault anyone who read this sentence and was like, that is so evil, because a lot of people who consume content don't necessarily know the way that the logistics of like, you know, your partnership labels work. But I am frustrated at the author of this article for not adding like the relevant context here, because she is not supposed to publish an article unless it's been like very fact checked and contextualized, and this was like very misleading. And then I also highlighted this section. I accidentally talked about it already earlier in the video. The, you know, creators will not publicize their relationship with Chorus or tell others they're a member of the program without Chorus's prior express consent. This is the protecting small creators part, but also lots of things in contracts are written very strict in case of legal emergency. I've told plenty of people casually that I'm in Chorus, and Chorus does not care. They've expressly told us that that's fine. This is just for if someone does something like diabolically evil and then Chorus has to sue them, and they can just be like, girl, the contract. Like, it makes it easier in court. They don't really care about it otherwise. It's not top secret. If you want more examples
Girl, it's just in the contract in case we want to sue you later. Don't worry about it. Girl.
of people who've publicly talked about Chorus for a while, I'm happy to provide them. Feel free to comment. I just used Heidi's example because I think it's just very obvious. Okay, I have two more things to address in this video, and then
Oh my god, bro. She's speaking so much. I'm so fucking tired. Again, I've had such a long day. Let's look at the, again, who's joining us tomorrow, folks? Starting at 3 p.m. Beirut time tomorrow, or 8 a.m. Eastern if you're in the US of A. We are starting with a conversation with Harley, the organizer of all of these fundraisers. We're having Mohsen on from Gaza. He's calling in straight from Gaza at 4 p.m. Beirut time. At 5 p.m., we're getting Debunka Cat. A Debunka Cat is calling in. And then at 6 p.m., we've got Chris Kunzler. Chris Kunzler's calling in. At 7 p.m., we've got Comrade Casey, bro, calling in. Comrade Casey. At 8 p.m., we've got Ahmad Sarsour, who is a poet from Gaza, who's going to be calling in. 9 p.m., we have friend of the show, Overzealots, going to be calling in. At 10 p.m., we've got Matt Lee, one half of Bat Hasbara. 11 p.m., Mike from PA, the one and only. At 12 a.m., the man, the myth, the legend, iDubbbz is calling in. 1 a.m., we have Daniel Mate, the second half of the Bat Hasbara podcast. Uninformed Leftist is calling in at 2 a.m., James from Uninformed Leftist. And at 3 a.m., we've got a Humanist Report. Mike Figueiredo himself is calling in. We've got legendary people calling in tomorrow, folks. It's going to be a legendary stream. Madness says you watched Glassworker and also search Voice of Hind Rajab. Madness will do that. We have 13 hours to kill tomorrow. We will do that tomorrow, my man. And try to get Yasmin Fletcher. Madness, we can't get anyone else. I already reached out to Noah Sampson. If he ends up replying, I don't know where I'm going to fit him in the schedule. I'm going to have to add an hour to the stream. So we can't get anyone anymore, man, unless I add people together and have them like join in on calls, you know? But it's gonna be wild. It's gonna be so fucking wild. It's gonna be a long day tomorrow. I'm gonna buy some Red Bulls. The only thing I will try to consume on screen is Red Bulls, man, because I'm gonna need that shit to stay up. Let's see some of the comments. William Marshall asks, who funds Chorus? How do we know staying silent about the genocide in Gaza, which every single recipient has currently done, despite it being a statistical aberration, isn't part of a deal? If so, we need to know every donor. I do appreciate that this video at least includes quotes from the article to respond to an internal documents. I don't agree with the conclusion, but it's at least a good faith response. Has anyone independent fact-checked the story properly? Policy and nonprofit experts and others whose expertise and experience are relevant to Chorus's progressive policy agenda. Personally, I appreciate the ones that focus on her. This is an awful human being. Okay. Chorus wasn't supposed to be secret, though. 1630 is the secret dark money funder. Show the contract, the top receipt of receipts. Let's continue this video.
Leftist that is known for being very critical of the Democratic Party, and I'm a member of a training program called Chorus that teaches political content creators on the left how to grow their platforms and make content creation into a full-time job. I have a slew of receipts to explain why a very fear-mongering article that came out yesterday about how this program works is just very inaccurate, and I think I'm a good person
Madness Arcade, thank you for the super chat. Save your money for tomorrow, Madness.
to talk about this, because I've seen a lot of people afraid that this program is just a way for Democrats to pay people off to blindly defend Democrats. Brief, sometimes they're 5 minutes. Then 3 times a week in the afternoon, we have, a plot by does not care. They've expressly told us that that's fine. This is just for if someone does something like diabolically evil, and then Chorus has, feel free to comment. Feel free to comment if you have more things you want me to explain. But the first is, we've talked a lot about what Chorus is not, because that article led people to believe that it was this, a plot by the DNC to be able to just pay people off to blindly obey them. Now that that's been debunked, let's talk about what Chorus actually is. I have my Google Calendar for the week here to explain. Every morning, we start off with a news update meeting. Okay, we meet for 15 minutes. I wake up and I'm immediately just told what the news of the day is, and we all get a chance to ask questions if we want to know how a specific lawsuit is developing or what is Trump expected to do next with the National Guard, right? We're just making sure we're all the most informed. These are very brief, sometimes they're 5 minutes. And we all get a chance to ask, I have my Google Calendar for the week here to explain. Every morning, we start off with a news update meeting. Okay, we meet for 15 minutes. I wake up and I'm immediately just told what the news of the day is, and we all...
That's already problematic. I wake up and they tell me what the news of the day. That's basically you receiving your talking points. Okay, today we need you to talk about why Bernie Sanders is an asshole, why what's happening in Israel isn't a genocide, why we need to support this or that. What do you mean you're getting your news updates? You get your own news updates, bro. You can't be fed your talking points by the people that are giving you $8,000 a month. Do you see why people think that you're not being honest and that you're being paid for fucking content and that they're paying you for your silence? Maybe not you in particular, because she's been critical of Israel. I get that. She's been critical of Andrew Cuomo. But we meet every morning to get our talking points, and oh yeah, they pay me $8,000 to buy ring lights. What?
Get a chance to ask questions if we want to know how a specific lawsuit is developing or what is Trump expected to do next with the National Guard, right? We're just making sure we're all the most informed. These are very brief, sometimes they're 5 minutes. Then 3 times a week in the afternoon, we have a more specific training. On Mondays, we have technical trainings. That's where we learn about a specific platform. So someone will come and explain how you start a Substack or how you start YouTube long form. On Wednesdays, we have advocacy training, which is where we hear from an expert in a specific policy field. So recently it's been a lot of people who work in immigration explaining ICE or explaining the logistics of the National Guard, that kind of thing. And then Fridays are a little bit more flexible, and they're optional. I haven't gone to them, so I won't speak on it. And that is the weekly schedule. And the whole point of it is that you're developing your channel over the course of 6 months so that hopefully by the end of it, you can be your own self-sufficient full-time content creator. Because people who work in politics on social media often have a hard time getting funding.
I've missed some stuff. Madness Arcade said, don't get Red Bull, support Palestine drinks. They make energy drinks. Also react to Jack Saint, two-parter, Last of Us, and Zionism. Also, no Hassan. No Hassan is a guest. I can't get Hassan, and I'm not going to try to bother him. He's too big. I don't know Hassan. He's reacted to one of my videos. He's liked a few of my tweets. He knows of our existence, but I have no relationship with Hassan. I'm not gonna. I already feel like I went for everyone that I knew. Anyone who has expressed any positive sentiment towards my podcast, I only reached out to people that I've interacted with at least briefly before, whether via Twitter or social media or something. Hassan, I'm not going to go for Hassan. He's definitely going to say no, that he's too busy or something. So no need for that. I went for it's still a pretty impressive list. I mean, hey, there might not be Hassan Piker. Okay, Hassan Piker might not be on the list, but I mean, goddamn, look at this. Look at this. And by the way, beautiful poster designed by Harley as well. But I mean, this is a pretty solid list. I think we'll be fine without Hassan. We will survive without Hassan Piker. We will be fine.
It's hard to make it your job, but the right...
Fart Twain sends $5 and says, will A be making an appearance during the fundraiser? I don't know. Hey, I donated to their fundraiser. When him and Lena did a fundraiser, I donated as a sign of good faith and stuff. They will not. They're not going to show. He's probably busy editing his haters video. And Manus Arcade with another 5. Manus, you've dropped way too much cash today. Stop it, please. He said you should collab with Palestine Drinks. I don't even know about it. Okay, so Madness, all the stuff that you want me to watch, add it to the Discord. We will add it to the list. If we don't react to it tomorrow, we will react to it another time. Tomorrow, I need to avoid any copyrighted stuff because it's a long stream and we are donating everything to Palestine. So we at least need to have some ads running on that video. So nothing copyrighted tomorrow. And Palestine Drinks, I will try. I'll find they have a website. Stop sending... Madness, please stop. Save your money for that Pokemon tournament and for tomorrow. Thank you so much. Send everything to Discord for free. Send everything to Discord. Don't send any more super chats. Thank you, Madness. We love you. You're crazy, and we love you for the support.
Right does a really good job of making it people's jobs, such that the political right actually pushes out 500 times as much content as the political left. That's an actual statistic every single day. They are outperforming us in volume incredibly because they just make sure that people can do it as a job. That's what this program is trying to accomplish, to counter like the manosphere. Last thing I want to talk about is my belief that the election.
They want to make sure that people can do it as a job. You know what I mean? But if they're giving you $8,000, they're your employer at this point, bro. Like, they're your employer. They're not supporting you. Supporting you is giving you a free workshop, or like, you know what I mean? Like some classes here and there. Paying you $8 grand a month, bro. They're more than supporting you. They are literally supporting you, like, so financially. So you are alive because of them. You can pay your bills because of them. That is such a conflict of interest.
Election funding system in this country is like fundamentally broken. I want to talk a little bit about the logistics of dark money because it's not really explained in this article. Dark money is when someone does fundraising for the purpose of influencing elections, right? Like giving it to a campaign through nonprofit organizations so that they don't have to disclose the identity of the original donor. So for example, right, we all know that Donald Trump is helping the Cuomo campaign in New York. Now that's embarrassing for Andrew Cuomo is the problem. So if Trump wants to give money to the Cuomo campaign but doesn't want anyone to know it was him, he can give it to a dark money organization that again gives it to Cuomo and nobody can trace it back to Donald Trump.
Here's what we'll do. Madness sends another 5 and says, Hassan works with small creators all the time. I think he'd be down, but okay, fair enough. Also, I can't go to the Pokemon thing, family obligations. Last one. Here's what we can do. Tomorrow, while Hassan is live, a lot of you guys should go to his live chat and be like, yo, Do Not Worry podcast from Lebanon is doing a live stream. If we can at least get him to donate something, that would be fucking incredible, because Hassan got a lot of money. And if Hassan donates, that would be incredible. So if Hassan is live tomorrow, go to his live chat. Try to get his attention. Try to get him to donate, first of all. Try to get him to mention it to his audience. Like, hey, let him tell his audience to come to our live stream and to donate. That would be incredible. And if you guys want to ask him if he'd like to be a guest, I will be more than happy to make the time and add an extra hour to the live stream to get to talk to Hassan and interview him. But you guys are going to have to do that for me. I don't want to reach out to him. He's not even going to read my DM. I don't want to bother anyone. Like, hey, can you reach out to Hassan and ask him? I don't like doing favors. I already felt pretty uncomfortable reaching out to a lot of the people because I felt like I'm hassling them or something. Maybe they had something to do and like they're going to have to carve out an hour of their day to come on my show. I don't want to do that. I don't like doing that. But tomorrow, get Hassan to know about the live stream, hopefully. Get him to donate. That would be fucking fantastic. I'm sure he's going to help us get, if he does choose to donate, he would help us incredibly to get closer to our goal. He's a very generous person whenever it comes to donating. And if he wants to come on, you guys can ask him, and I'll be more than happy to accommodate him, of course. But I'm not going to be one to bother anyone. You know what I mean?
Like that system. And to be clear, most Americans don't, like, except for the billionaires, we're pretty much all Republican and Democrat, like, on the same page that system is really bad. So I was excited to join this incubator program at Chorus for a while. It was the first of its kind on the left. I felt like it was really important for me as a leftist to be there. I mean, this way I can encourage people to be more critical of Israel, encouraging them to push their representatives a little bit harder. To me personally, I find it important to be in rooms with people who are less critical of the system than I am, because I have the hope of, like, nudging these people into more strong advocacy. And that's not always going to work, but sometimes it does. And so when the leaders of Chorus came to us and they were like, we're finally launching the program.
She wants to change them from the inside. Sorry, I'm zoning out.
Their representatives a little bit harder. To me personally, I find it important to be in rooms with people who are less critical of the system than I am, because I have the hope of, like, nudging these people into more strong advocacy. And that's not always going to work, but sometimes it does. And so when the leaders of Chorus came to us and they were like, we're finally launching the program, we finally found someone to fund this. It's the 1630 fund. I was like, right, okay, not the biggest fan of their other work. Let me think on this. And obviously I ended up joining, but it was not without serious deliberation with my friends and my family and my management and the people who run Chorus. And ultimately, like,
we thought about it, and even though it's dark money, we figured $8,000 is a lot of money. So fuck it, let's just fucking do it. Ethics be gone.
I want to sort of lay out for you who may be curious what my thought process looked like. I decided that my distaste for the fact that the 1630 fund funds some, congressional Democrat campaigns with methods that I don't like was outweighed by the potential benefit of a separate program where they have no control over what I say, where I'd be a leftist voice in a first of its kind.
Blah, 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 blah. Outweighed by $8,000 a month. They funded some things, some congressional campaigns in ways that I don't like. But, on the other end, it's $8,000 a month. So, of course, I said yes. Is that what you meant to say, Ali202?
With methods that I don't like was outweighed by the potential benefit of separate
$8,000
program where they have no control over what I say, where I'd be a leftist voice in a first of its kind incubator program for 90 people to combat the manosphere. I was like, you know what? This program is imperfect, but I think that I can do good from it. And I think that the threat of fascism is so big right now that...
yes, the threat of fascism. I took the $8,000 a month because of the threat of fascism. Nice one. Nice one right there. You know what I mean? I mean, hey, are they unethical? Yes. I talked to my friends and family. They said do it because, you know, the threat of fascism. You know what I mean? Hey, fuck it. Let's all take $8,000 a month and just blame it on the fascism. You know what I mean? Trump is becoming a dictator. That's why I need to make $8,000 a month. Just say you want the money. I'd respect you more. Honestly, I would respect all of you more. At least the one lady, the one other lady that kept screaming was like, this money is supporting my kids. I can go to college now. At least she's saying, hey, it's about the money. Just say it. Just fucking say it. Like, I'd be like, you know what? They're unethical. They're pieces of shit. But I could really use $8 grand a month right now. So, hey, what's happening in Gaza isn't a genocide. Whoop, whoop, whoop. You know, say free Palestine from Hamas. You know what I'm saying? All together now. Just say you want the money. Part Twain. Ethan is beefing with Philly D's wife now. Are you for real? Really? Are they live right now? Is that what they're doing? Bro, is the show that desperate?
There might need to be an order of operations, right? We need to get rid of the fascist threat of Donald Trump trying to take everything over. And then once me and us buddies are in power, then we get rid of the dark money mechanism so that nobody in the future has to do this through a dark money funder who's the only one willing to fund something in the future. I'm
doing this now so that no one in the future should have to use dark money. I am sacrificing my own dignity and my own ethics. I will take the dark money so that maybe one day, once we've defeated fascism, thanks to this dark money, no one will have to resort to dark money ever again. That's a great strategy right there, Ali. Let's hear that again. I like it.
Fascist threat of Donald Trump trying to take everything over. And then once me and us buddies are in power, then we get rid of the dark money mechanism so that nobody in the future has to do this through a dark money funder who's...
Yes. Now I'm going to take the dark money, use it to get to the top. Then once I'm at the top, thanks to the dark money, once I've climbed over all the other content creators that aren't taking $8,000 a month, because make no mistake, getting $8,000 a month is going to give you a massive advantage as a content creator over other creators that are more ethical, that do not want to take $8,000 a month. You know what I could do with $8,000 a month right now? I would fucking rent out a fucking spanking studio. I would hire like 3 or 4 people, bro. You know how many shows I could produce a day with $8,000 a month? You know what I could do? So they're ensuring that the creators that they like, the creators that make the content that they approve of, get that leg up over everyone else. All the other ethical creators that are not going to take $8,000 a month of dark money, well, they have to use a shitty little $750 camera. They have to use shitty $25 ring lights. They have to think of their budgets. They can't travel to meet with other to meet with politicians. They can't buy plane tickets to go there to meet with this person. They can't follow this person on the campaign trail. But the creators that Chorus likes and that the 1635 fund likes, they get all these advantages. They get $8,000 a month. You know what I mean? They get to make sure that those people are definitely going to spend their time making content now, and the content that we want, because they're getting the money for it. While the other independent YouTubers have to maybe get a side gig. You know? I said a spanking studio. A massive studio.
The only one willing to fund something in the future. I'm more than happy to have dialogue with people about, you know, the pros and cons and weighing, like joining a program and whatnot. But I do want to like really emphasize everything I have posted has not changed at all since I joined this program. I think that's very evident if you know my page well, if you see the things I talk about, if you see the way that I don't hold myself back from criticizing anybody who is worthy of criticism. I think...
Look, I'm not calling this person's like content. I've never consumed her content. I've never heard of this person before. She might very well be criticizing Israel and shit every day, but she's in the massive minority of the creators that are on this program. Let's be real with each other right now.
That there is genuinely a very important conversation to be had about the way that we do funding for all things political in this country. And part of the reason this article frustrates me is because instead of having a very legitimate conversation about that, it was just like a bunch of misinformation, and now we're all just debating the facts. It's like taking everyone's attention away from what's like really important and what the real things we should be talking about are. And
it's not misinformation, bro. She's revealing that you guys are taking fucking dark money that you said yourself you're uncomfortable taking, and you had to speak to your family and friends and really dig deep within your soul to see if you're comfortable taking that money. And now you're even saying that, like, and my goal is to get to the top to make sure that no one else has to take this kind of dark money later on. So you do admit that it is kind of questionable and fucking sketchy. So why are you so upset with this article?
Just making a whole like internet mess. Anyways, feel free to comment any questions that you have. I'll be responding to the comments. And if you have any questions too, like
Abattoir, yes. If I had 8K a month, I would definitely buy a Nintendo Switch, and we would give Madness Arcade what he really wants. Just me playing Pokemon.
We can respond in the comments with pictures now. So I can probably, like, I can send you specific stuff in the comments, like photos of proof of whatever. You know what I mean?
Gordy Pow, who's been a member for 1 month, says, how is it that our society is completely run by scammers, liars, sellouts, and frauds? When did it get like this? I think it's always been like this, man. Good guys finish last. You know what I mean? If you follow the rules, you work honestly, you try to live by like a certain code, you get fucked over, man. But the people that don't mind breaking the rules or bending them from time to time can reap the benefits, and they can leapfrog all of us that are just trying to, we follow the speed limit, we're driving by the speed limit. You get these fuckers who are swerving. Now, them swerving and them taking, they might get there faster, but they're also taking a risk. So they might end up crashing on their way to wherever they're going. You know what I mean? So karma, life has a way, I think, of taking care of these things. But that's kind of how I'm thinking about it, you know? And thank you for being a member.
Okay, that's all for now. Bye, all.
Madness
Hello,
deserves 8 Pokemon streams, Polish pusher. Madness deserves to come over to my house and look at my Pokemon card collection together, and maybe we'll boot up my old Game Boy and play like yellow version and the red version together. Hadbad. Okay, almost done with this. Ooh, 1 sec. I got a Twitter DM. Who we got? Is it just Mike from PA reacting with a thumbs up? Why did it look like I had a new DM? Oh, Noah Samson just answered. Noah Samson just answered, folks. It looks like we might be getting an extra guest on the live stream. Okay, I'll have to answer Noah Samson a little bit later. Noah, God bless you. Good man, Noah Samson. Good man. Friend of the show, Noah Samson, folks. Good friend of the show, Noah Samson. Nour, get ready to add Noah Samson to the thumbnail. Let's go. Harley, let's get to adding Noah Samson on that graphic. Yeehaw. More interviews. Let's go. Let's go. It's going to be a long day. It's going to be a long, long stream, baby. Oh, yeah. So Harry Sisson said, I'm not part of Chorus and have never received any payment from them, but the outrage is total BS. We read this tweet last time. Fuck it. Sean brought up a good point. They can't. So this Hutch said, or why is she featured on their website? Anyone? So the fact that she's like a pro-Palestine or something. He says they can't seriously be running the 1 in every 10 is anti-genocide. So the program is such. Yeah, like she's the only person that's speaking out against genocide versus all of these people. Always good points by Sean the Black. Now let's get. We're done with the Taylor Lorenz stuff. We're done with David Pakman. We're done with that whole story. Let's react to AB Starkiller saying that he's from the streets. He's from the streets.
There's a time when the signal shines, you feel in your heart, and when you don't, answer that mantle. What definition of man are you?
That's a good question.
I don't think you guys, like, you like, will make fun of me, but I don't think you guys understand that I'm really from the fucking street. Like, the version of me you're getting now, even, because I don't just represent myself, is very tame. And sometimes it's almost tempting to just fucking be on my own just so I could fucking punk you guys out the way in which I would love to. I'll have Tim sitting next to me like Darth Vader.
So he's out here being a tough guy. AB being a tough guy from the streets, and you know, in Arabic, you know what I mean? I'm a fucking from the gutter. I don't get that vibe from AB, you know what I mean? And their streams are so like awkward and boring, bro. Like, what's going on here? Just fucking eating silently, looking at the screen.
There's a time when the signal shines, you feel in your heart, and when you don't, answer that mantle. What definition of man are you?
That's a good question.
I don't think you guys, like, you like, will make fun of me, but I don't think you guys understand that I'm really from the fucking street. Like, the version of me you're getting now, even, because I don't just represent myself, is very tame. And sometimes...
Come on, AB, bro. Like, wasn't like a security guard? An old, like, 65-year-old security guard yelled at him for skateboarding in a parking lot, and he, like, just got scared and walked away. Like, didn't even confront the guy. Like, the guy was being, like, in his face, and, like, AB was, like, fucking, like, kind of pussied out or something. Like, AB, you are the opposite. You lost both boxing fights, bro. It took a lot of courage. It takes courage to step into a boxing ring, but, like, you can't even fight. You showed the whole world that you can't even box. So like, what are we talking about here, man?
Sometimes it's almost tempting to just fucking be on my own just so I could fucking punk you guys out the way in which I would love to.
Yeah,
I'll have
Bro,
Tim sitting next to me like Darth Vader.
bro, honestly, watching the crews like just kind of like sad at this point. You know what I'm saying? Like their careers are tied to Ethan. They decided to not fucking stand up for anything, so they're just like sitting there watching the whole ship fucking sink, and they're doing nothing. Like they're just fucking flailing now. I saw that Lena just launched a new YouTube channel. Let's check that out, actually.
Many.
She's doing true crime videos or something? Let's see. They're prepping for the post Ethan Klein post H3 days. So Lena just uploaded her first video, the most unbelievable police failures in true crime history. Like, is anyone asking for a Jeffrey Dahmer video in 2025? Like, don't we know the story? What's happening here? Should we give this a view? Should we react to this? Let's just give it a quick look.
Hi everyone. For those of you who don't know me, I used to stream true crime on Twitch. Thank you so much for the gift. And yeah, I had a scare cannon that was chat activated. It was pretty chaotic and I kind of miss it. Now instead I have my Rocky, my emotional support pup. Look at this baby. Look at this baby. I love you. But anyways, I wanted a space where
I'm not going to comment on the video. Okay, I'm not in the intended audience for this. Madness Arcade sends another 5. Madness, what did I say? AB needs to stop scabbing. Also, last one. You keep saying last one. Also, you need to have a Palestinian voice on the stream tomorrow. AB, we have 2 Palestinian voices on the stream tomorrow. We have Mohsen calling it at 4 p.m. And we have Ahmad Sarsour, who is a Palestinian poet, calling it at 8 p.m. They both currently reside in Gaza. So I got you, my dude. I got you, man.
I could actually slow down, dig into the details, and tell these stories properly without jump scares nearly giving me a heart attack every 5 minutes. Not every day.
Hey Levy A sends $2 and says, man scared of Zionist employer is from the streets. Hey motherfuckers, I'm from the fucking streets. Yes, Ethan. Yes, Ethan. Of course, Ethan. October 7th is a terrorist attack. Of course. Zionism doesn't exist. Hassan is a piece of shit. Of course. You want me to block iDubbbz on Instagram? Of course, Ethan. I'll never talk to iDubbbz again. Part Twain sends another 2 and says, God, AB's editing has always been so horrible. I know, right?
So welcome to the YouTube version of my True Crime Brain. We're going to kick things off with a disturbing but unfortunately very common theme in true crime, police incompetence. We're going to be looking at 4 cases where police had the chance to prevent murder and they failed. And the consequences were death. Acid attempting to lobotomize him. At some point of this gruesome torture, Conrad saw a chance and managed to escape. He ran, barely conscious and bleeding from his head.
Who likes this kind of shit, bro? Who likes this content? I don't even care about this. Okay, let's see. Let's read some of the comments. I'm sure they're going to be mostly positive. Do not hesitate to make these longer. Double the length or longer than an hour is honestly what people feel like. I feel like with this type of content, great video. Oh, we got AB. Congrats on your first video. I have like 3 hours of content to fill in my week, girl. I need more of this. Not exploitative at all, especially when you're highlighting very real issues with law enforcement. Great job, Lena. Okay, people are feeling this. The H3 crowd, folks, the foot fungi are loving this. I love you, Lena. Subscribe. Thank you for telling me to believe in myself. So proud of you, Lena. You're such an amazing and beautiful human being. Love the new videos. Well, look, good luck on your new endeavor. Maybe they're starting to see the H3 views fucking dying, and like Lena and AB are the type, like, look, if you wanted me to respect you for leaving H3, you don't leave when it's convenient to leave. Like now, whoever leaves now, let's look at H3 views real quick. The last 2 podcasts, this one is at 269k views. It's gonna struggle. It's not gonna reach 400k. This one hasn't hit 400k in 4 days. This one just barely crossed 500, 400k. Like the podcast is in the worst shape it's been. I was making fun of it when they were hitting 600 and 700k. They can't even hit that anymore. Like they've sunk even lower. So now, if Lena and AB left, it's like, do you want me to respect you for leaving now? Like, you're leaving when the podcast is fucking dead. You're supposed to leave when it was still popular. You're supposed to make a stand and take a stand. Like, despite this may be hurting my career, and even though I'm on this extremely popular fucking show, I don't agree with what is being said out here. I want to take a stand. I want to show you guys that I'm serious about my advocacy for Palestine. I'm going to quit. Now, if you leave the show when it's limping across the finish line, when it's fucking sinking, when it's barely getting to 300,000 views after 2 days, you're just looking after your own neck right now. You're just seeing the writing on the wall and jumping off a sinking ship. So there's nothing to respect. I can't respect anyone from the crew that leaves now once the show is as shitty as it is. It's a dead fucking show, man. You think losing 50% of your audience, you think you can recover from that, bro? You think there's any way they're going to get this audience back? Not only did they lose people like us, the fallen fans, they also lost the Destiny fans by getting into the pedophile off with Destiny. So they have no one to watch their show anymore. Let's see how the videos are doing. The VODs, 193K, 130K, 200K. I mean, not bad, I guess, for VODs, but like, who gives a shit about these, man? Who gives a shit about this? So AB and Lena looking after themselves now. Lena working on her channel as a plan B. Well, if you think we're going to respect you for doing that, especially now, once they've literally waited until the show shed all of their fans. They waited till the very last fucking second. So, hey, who knows? G at the debt says Cam and Sam left at the best time. Not going to lie. Of course, yeah, they did leave at a much better time than these fucking guys. These guys would never leave anyways. Dark money. So anyways, AB, and someone was sharing like the old video of AB at his university. Like, I'm Abdullah. Let's see if I can find it. And I want to, he's being like all mild-mannered and shit. It's like, come on. Let me see if I can find it. Do they have the contrast here? No. No. Where am I going to find this? Hope you guys are chilling here. Let me see if I can find it. AB University. Or actually college. Where can I find it? Okay, I can't find it. Anyways. Madness Arcade with another 5 says, true crime is a very popular genre. Maybe Nour and Marina. Oh, who's Marina? I didn't know we had a Marina on the team. Maybe Nour and Marina should do... Oh, Marina Nimis, I mean. Oh, lol. I thought you meant Karine. And Marina should do true crime. It would do well and call it true crime. Look, I'm not interested in true crime. I mean, if Nour is interested in stuff, like, hey, maybe. But, who knows? Did you change your name, Madness Arcade? Madness Arcade PS? Arcade PS? Okay, anyways. Ethan Klein thinks that Jewish people are smarter than non-Jews. Interesting. Apparently this has been edited out. So Gato Fumador shared this a few days ago. The H3 podcast appears to have edited out this segment where we learned that a rabbi convinced Ethan Klein to believe in race science. Let's hear why Jews are more intelligent than Arabs and everyone else, apparently.
Because I frankly didn't have an answer. I said, why are Jews overrepresented in all these fields? There's all these conspiracy theories, but like there is overrepresentation. Why is that?
And by all these fields, I'm guess he's talking about like I don't know, science or like financial positions or high level positions in companies. Like, why are Jews in all these positions?
And he says the best explanation I've heard for that was from a evolutionary biologist who said for thousands of years, 10,000 years, Jews lived in the Middle East. And at the time, all they did was study Torah. And it was in that culture, the rabbi, the scholars, the people who studied Torah were the desirables. Those were like the leaders, the guys who cleaned up and got all the wives and all the cuties.
Mm-hmm. So the smart people, the ones who read the Torah, those that were educated, they were the desirable ones.
By the scholars.
Scholars, the scholars, they were the desirable ones.
People who studied Torah were the desirables. Those were like the leaders, the guys who cleaned up and got all the wives and all the cuties and reproduced and had like 25 kids.
Okay.
So so the guys who are the ones in studying all day, who are prone, who, appeal to more kind of cerebral, intelligent people, right?
Oh, so Jewish people, the smart ones, the cerebral ones, the scholars, the readers, the leaders, they're the intelligent ones. The women were attracted to them. So they were procreating and they were creating all of these other smart Jews. Look, all of these people are smart because we're the ones who, unlike these Arabs, the Arab women were interested in the dirty, brown, barbaric rapists. You know what I mean? But the Jews, they went for the smart ones, the scholars. That's why they are superior. He's not saying it that way, but that's essentially what he's fucking saying. He's trying to make the same argument that the fucking Nazis made, bro. He's making Nazi fucking arguments of like selective fucking breeding and why Jewish people are smarter, hence indirectly, you know what I mean, have a better claim to the land than Arabs.
Who are doing these analytical books, reading all day for 10,000 years, procreating. There was over time an evolutionary result of that is some bump in IQ or aptitude or something like that, right?
Oh, a bump in IQ. Jewish people have a bump in IQ compared to all other people. All us other stupid fucking monkeys, we're a bunch of donkeys walking around. Because apparently our forefathers, our ancestors did not procreate with scholars like the Jews did.
There was like a selective breeding happening unintentionally over tens of thousands of years in the Middle East.
Tens of thousands of years?
Obviously, that's no longer happening now.
Say that that whole theory of genetically people getting smarter over time is like, that's not true.
That's what okay.
Yeah, it's...
I mean, thank goodness for Dan. Oh my God, can we still say W Dan? Does that still exist? At least Dan was like, you know what? This is sounding like kind of Nazi shit. Maybe I should step in and say something like, hey, Ethan, this race stuff of selective breeding and making a smarter, more superior race, maybe lay off that shit, my man. Maybe lay off that shit.
How? You don't think that it's possible for... Well, you can breed for anything, right? Like you see dogs, like how different dogs are. If you select...
I mean, hey, if Ethan is comparing what the Jews did to dogs, that's coming out of your mouth, my man.
Actively breed intelligent people, the kids will become more intelligent. That's for sure true. That's just selective breeding. I mean, intelligence is inherited. We all know that.
We know that by looking at you, motherfucker. We know you ain't inherited no intelligence, motherfucker.
Right? If you have smart parents, they're going to have smart kids.
Sometimes.
For the most part, intelligence is inherited. Right?
It's probably more about the environment.
Were your parents part of the gene pool that was, like fucking and shit, Ethan? Is that how you were born? By selective breeding? When your 21-year-old dad met your 16-year-old mom, was that selective breeding right there? I'd say that's pretty selective. You know what I'm saying?
That would be my guess.
I mean, it's
nature
both.
versus nurture? I think it's both.
What?
You never heard nature versus nurture?
Dude, there's people that are just born dumb as hell.
Oh, for sure.
And you meet their parents who are dumb as hell.
But
yeah, I mean, I don't know.
So this motherfucker grew up believing this. Like, this guy genuinely believes that he is part of a race that was bred to be smarter than other races. Now, he's not openly saying it, but he's essentially saying that, like, yeah, I mean, Jews are better than Arabs. We were selectively breeding with scholars and smart people. And look at these uneducated barbarians. Why would you want them? Why would we want to share our land with them? He already, remember, as Pedo Troll, the meme that he shared with the Israelis mixed with the monkeys in Israel, referring to the monkeys as apes and like as Arabs, and the Israelis are the evolved men because, they're Jewish apparently and race science, and they've been selectively bred to be smarter than everyone else. He believes this stuff. This is what him and his wife fucking believe in their home every day, bro. Hello, Ethan. It's been a long time since I I spoke with you, Ethan. When my parents met, you know, my dad was a scholar, and he made my mom very attracted to him. You know what I'm saying? Because, you know, my mother, she's Jewish. She doesn't like athletes. She doesn't like strong men. She likes a boring man who likes to read, because the brain, Ethan, the brain is what attracts a Jewish woman. And if a smart woman marries a smart man, they're going to have a smart kids. You know what I'm saying? They have a smart children, Ethan. Noxolotto sends $2 and he says, he's so street, he blocks mentions of PDF troll. Exactly. Exactly. So yeah, Illa's back, folks. Illa's back. I'm back, baby. Oh yeah. Ethan. Precisely. We are selectively bred like a Chihuahua, like a golden Labradoodle, Ethan. This is the Israeli population. Okay?
Listen.
Yeah.
Ooh, Madness, I missed your last one. $5. Karine, I meant. Sorry, brain fart. Nour and Karine doing true crime streams would go hard. Now I'm done. We'll have to ask them. You know what? They'll be on tomorrow for a few hours. You guys can ask them in the live chat if they're down for some true crime stuff, and I'm sure they'll be happy to let you know.
I'm not talking about race. I'm just talking about how genetics works. That's it.
I'm talking genetics. It's simple genetics. You know what I mean? The Jews marry smart people, and they procreate, and we end up being a smarter race. I'm just asking questions, Dan. Jesus.
That's all I'm talking about. I'm not in favor of it. I'm saying it was accident. I don't know that that's what happened. The rabbi told me, and I was like, that kind of makes sense.
Which fucking rabbi told you, bro? Do you believe anything a fucking rabbi tells you? If fucking priest tells me something, you think I'm gonna fucking just believe it? A priest told me. I mean, it must be true. I went to fucking Catholic school, man. According to priests, everything, God did everything. It was like, God did it. It's like, what the fuck, man? Ellie Celine sends $5. Thank you so much. Sending love from Los Angeles, California, from the river to the sea. Free Palestine. Zionists are sick. PDF troll acting like his genes are superior. Ooh, Ellie Celine, thank you so much for the generous donation. And fuck yeah, free Palestine. And yeah, he's better than all of us, Celine. He was bred. Ethan is a pure breed. Okay, he is like a pure breed German Shepherd. He was made to be perfect. Commie Space Invader sends $5. Thank you so much, Commie Space Invader. It says, what? You mean to tell me a fascist believes in fascist ideologies? I'm shook. Literal Nazi shit, bro. Literal Nazi shit. We are purebred, and we have blue eyes, and blonde yellow hair, and we are superior to the dirty browns who copulate and procreate without any consideration for the effects of their children on the world. Like, what the fuck is he saying, man? He's like getting defensive now.
But like, obviously, I'm just explaining how fucking evolutionary biology works. Look at the variety of dogs. Some dog breeds are smarter than other dog breeds. Like,
oh my god. Some dogs are smarter than other dogs. Other dogs are fucking stupid. So the Jews are the smart dogs and the Arabs are the stupid dogs. That's why we deserve their land. That's why we shouldn't share land with them. That's why they deserve everything we're doing to them. Some dogs are smarter than other dogs. Okay, they might have cut this out of the episode. Do you think Ethan doesn't fucking believe that? Hey, AB, your boss thinks you're a fucking idiot. He thinks he is genetically superior to you and everyone else, actually. He's not mentioning just Arabs, but in the context of an Israeli thinking it, you know Israelis are thinking of Arabs. Disgusting, bro.
I'm not saying other races are smarter than other races. I'm just saying...
And like, why is he's so comfortable comparing people to dogs?
That... I'm not saying other races are smarter than other races.
That's exactly what you're fucking saying. You're saying they were bred to be smarter than other races, and it makes sense. That's how dogs work. If two dogs are smart, then their baby's smart, but that's not what I'm saying. What are you saying then, you fucking dumbass?
I'm just saying that That's smart. Yeah. What the fuck? What do you want from me?
I don't know.
Why are you yelling?
I don't want anything from you. I was just letting you know I disagree with that. I don't think that's true.
You don't believe that intelligence is inherited?
No, of course I do. To an extent.
Then you can select it. Then you can selectively breed it.
Yeah, but I don't think that there was any selective breeding for intelligence going on.
Not intentionally. That was their point.
Not intentionally. It just happened by accident. That's just what Jewish women liked, okay? Oh my god. Oh my god. What an idiot. You know what we haven't done in a while? And the only reason we're playing this today, we'll probably play it again tomorrow, but because... And I don't believe in the song. Like, I don't think that the success of this channel is because of Ethan Klein. But what I do want to point out is that what is happening tomorrow, this collection of amazing people, Harley, Mohsen, Bunkercat, Chris Kunzler, Comrade, Casey, Ahmed Sarsour, Overzealots, Matt Lieb, Mike from PA, iDubbbz, Daniel Mate, Uninformed Leftist, Humanist Report. I would not have met or interacted with any of these people online or had a connection with them if it weren't for Ethan Klein. Ethan Klein and his crash out and his Zionist propaganda has unintentionally created a little industry of pro-Palestine creators that like now support each other. We're like a family, bro. Like when I talk, like Chris Kunzler is way more popular than I am. He's got like hundreds of thousands of followers on TikTok, on Instagram. He just fucking like answers my DMs like, fuck yeah, I would love to be on your show, bro. Like very humble, no ego. Like, you know what I mean? These people are more than happy to collaborate, to help, to work with me, someone with barely 30,000 subscribers, someone who no one knew who the fuck I was just a few months ago. Most people still don't know who the fuck I am. But because of Ethan Klein, I've been able to put together such an amazing collection of fucking people, bro. Like Daniel Mate, bro, the son of Gabor Mate, the brother of Aaron Mate. He's an incredible and smart person on his own, and like an incredibly talented musician with a lot of fucking value to share. Fucking iDubbbz is my look at this list. Look at this list, and it is all because of one person, folks. And we've missed this song, haven't we? I haven't played it in a while. But thank you, Ethan, for introducing me to all these awesome people.
Thank you, Ethan Klein. You are my best friend. You are the rent payer. You are the legend. Thank you, Ethan Klein. You are my best friend. You are the rent payer. You are the legend. Thank you, Ethan Klein. Defender of genocide. Helping small creators grow a larger size.
Come on, everyone.
In 2025, promoting the left side. Denimsby and Frogan, Hassanabi and Mike. Thank you, Ethan Klein. You are my best friend. You are the rent payer. You are the legend. Thank you, Ethan Klein. You are my best friend. You are the rent payer. You are the legend.
Literally, this whole thing is happening tomorrow because of Ethan Klein. Ethan Klein has raised this money for Palestine. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. But like, seriously, none of this would have happened, you know, on our own. And Ethan did not mean to do this, but he has created his greatest enemies, bro. He has created an army of loyal, fucking smart, just awesome people. And I'm so excited to meet most of these people tomorrow for the first time. I've only ever met, I've met Mike from PA. We hung out in person. I've met Daniel Mate and Matt Lieb on an episode of Bat Hasbara. And we've had friend of the show, Comrade Casey on. And I've just spoken to the other people online. Very excited to get to talk to them tomorrow. It's going to be super fun. Very tiring as well. But yeah. Anyways, I'm kind of done with the topics. Do you guys want me to play some Waterpark Simulator for like an hour? Should we play some Waterpark Simulator for a little bit? Let's do one day at the water park. Let's show You people that are not on the gaming channel, by the way, subscribe to the gaming channel. Do Not Worry Gaming. We just crossed 1,000 subscribers a couple of days ago. I'm playing Dark Souls, Waterpark Simulator, and Trucking Simulator. Don't bite the pizza box. There's peppers in there. It's gonna make you sneeze, Maki. Get down. Get down, my head into the bed, girl. Would you not know fighting at the fantasy? A baby girl, notice you are the key. Oh, without it. Oh, baby, love me, eyes in the Swissy, you want me. When you gonna give it up to me? Because your body enticing is making me yarny. When you gonna give it up to me? And if not today, girl, and I must see tomorrow, will you fulfill my fantasy? Because I keep it look at the alive by era. When you gonna give it up to me? Hey, pretty girl, hurry up and see you all. Oh, me, me, eyes, and let's see you on me. Folks, it's a Shanapal type of night. Shanapal, shot to give it to, and the one the weighted girl, I wanna be keeping you on. I got the right temperature to shelter you from the storm. Oh Lord, gotta write that thing to turn you on. And girl, I wanna be the papa, you can be the mom. Oh. Yeah, the Zata Rosette pizza was shit. I had to get it, man. It was that night I was craving pizza. No one else was open. I had to order. That was it. Folks, we're going to play just a little bit of Waterpark Simulator. I'm going to do one day. Also, I've renamed my park, folks. We have renamed our water park. It is no longer called... Oh, one second. I can't do this with this shirt on. 1 second, folks. Welcome. Okay, we're back, folks. I have changed the name of my water park. It is now called Rio Lento. Wait, what? We've changed the name. It's still called, the save is called Tony's Wet Wonderland, but the park itself, Rio Lento, folks. It is named after a popular and kind of shitty Lebanese water park. It is owned by like some content creator called Arab. Sneeko visited Lebanon and they literally went to hang out in Rio Lento. So I renamed it Rio Lento, folks. We're doing it. I got my shirt on. Let's fucking go. Let's run Rio Lento, the greatest water park. Okay, so we fixed everything. Look, we painted the place. We painted the railings blue. Okay, we painted the walls yellow and some blue. I've painted everything. I even painted my rusty slide. Look at this beautiful blue and dark blue. And oh, look, there's some rust left. I mean, I can't afford any more paint. We got to open the place up for business. The pool is ready to go. Join me, folks, as we manage. Is the music too loud? Is the music too loud, Liz? Just in case. Okay. Let's open the water park. We're open for business. Open for business. Let's go. Okay. I can't even print any flyers out, so let's wait for a couple of customers to come in. Wait, Nour, why are you saying, oh my god, what's happening? Come on, folks. Haley D says, Anthony is a theater kid's final boss. What do you mean? Am I a theater kid? Oh, we got someone here. We got Mackenzie. She wants a 6-hour pass. She's an adult with a slide pass. Ooh, this one's gonna be good. Give me your money, Mackenzie. I need to print some things. Okay, get out of here. Sonny, what's up? You're 6 hours and you're a teen. You look old for a teen, but that's okay. No slide pass for you. There you go. Welcome, Sonny. Enjoy. Oh, and hello. You're a senior. Slide pass 4 hours. Okay, bang, bang, bang. Let's give him his ticket. Folks, we're already at $17. Look at that. Welcome, Tyler. Hello, Tyler. You're an adult. 4 hours, huh? Okay, 4 hours. You'd like a slide pass as well. There you go. Haley D, thank you for the $2, by the way. We're doing this every week, folks. On okay, senior 4-hour slide pass. Boing, boing, boing. Look at all this. Look at all these happy customers, folks. I'm gonna run out of hot dogs in a second. Someone already wants a hot dog? Jesus, Kenzo, adult 4-hour slide pass. You guys, relax. Okay, you look like a senior. Zeke, hello, senior 6 hours slide pass. Okay, cool. Jeez, I gotta go sell some hot dogs, man. Jesus. Okay, enjoy, folks. Enjoy. Sorry, bro. Why, hello, sir. What would you like? Plain. There you go. Enjoy. Okay, everything seems to be going well. People are taking showers. Does this person stinks? Okay. Let me go get the water gun, folks. Let's get the water gun. 4Q. Give me the water gun. We got a stinky customer. You're stinking up the place, bro. There we go. We good now. Yoink. Haha, isn't that fun? Boing, boing, boing. Boing, 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 boing. Isn't that fun? Clean, smelly guest with a water gun. Okay, is anyone else trying to come buy a ticket? Nope. Water park is pretty full. Everyone having a good time? Let's make sure this thing is still in good shape. Everything breaks down at this fucking park, folks. Everything breaks down. We got to make sure everything's working properly. Bang, bang. Let's make sure this is good. The toilet's got to be good. And clean. Someone's drowning, folks. Someone's drowning. There you go. They're good, folks. They're good. Is anybody waiting to buy a ticket? No? Okay, I'm gonna go print out a couple of flyers. Okay, let's go hand out some flyers while these fuckers are chilling. Hello, sir. Would you like to visit my water park? We have offers every day. Cheap tickets for cheapos like you. Hey, 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 hey. Hey, hey, hey. Hey, hey, hey. I know this person wants a dog. How would you like your dog, ma'am? Plain. Here you go. Here's a plain dog. Sir, someone's waiting for a ticket. You can get your dog in a second. Hello, hello, Fabien. You're a teen, huh? 4 hours, teen, no slide. There you go, my friend. Thank you for coming. Pleasure running into you in the street. Genesis, hello, adult 4 hours with a slide pass. Look ya ahla wa sahla. Look ya ahla wa sahla bil madam. تفضل على ريولنتو. ريولنتو number 1. ريولنتو number 1 club in Lebanon. Please enjoy ريولنتو. Please enjoy. Psst. يلا يلا جاي لك مع الهوت دوغ. أطيب هوت دوغ. Wait, didn't I collect that thing? Okay, what do you want? Add both. I got you, bro. I got you. There you go. What's out of... Something's out of order. Bang. 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 Okay, what's happening? What's happening? More dogs. This person wants a hot dog. What do you want? Add both, huh? I got you. Okay, so far we've kind of avoided like tragedy. Everything seems to be working fine. There's a little bit of trash in here, but that's okay. No one shat in the pool, which happened last time. Oh no, sorry. Can we... Hey, bro. Don't worry. I got you. I got you. Oh, someone's drowning. Oh, fuck. Oh, fuck. Okay. Oh. Hey, bro. Where's the mop? This job is kind of bro. Again, when are they gonna let me hire people? Because there's way too much to do Like, I can't be selling tickets, making hot dogs and shit. Why do people keep slipping? Idiots. Come on, Rio Lento. Okay. Anything not working? Ticket. Let's sell some tickets. 8 hours. No ticket. No slide, I mean. There you go, Leah. Someone dead? Oh. Ooh, dog. Guess is waiting to buy a ticket. Come in, add ketchup. I got you. Here's some ketchup. Boom, boom, boom. Let's go sell another ticket at the Dow. 2 customers. 4 hours teen slide pass. Teen slide pass. Boing. 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 Peyton, hello, Peyton. What would you like? 4 hours adult slide pass. Okay, there you go. Don't forget to subscribe to the gaming channel, folks. The trash is full there again. Why? There's more trash cans, you fucking idiots. Oh, fuck, bro. Come on, grab this trash. Okay. Let's go. Let's go. There's some trash in the pool. Here you go. Where's my mop? Why do I keep losing my mops? Why is it so dirty? Fools. Such fools. Someone's waiting. What time is it? It's 3. Okay, we got a couple hours left. Senior pass, 8 hours. There we go. Thank you, bro. I mean, this place is... Guys, you guys should have seen this place a couple of days ago. Like yesterday. This is functioning, actually. Plain. There you go, ma'am. Here's a plain dog for you. Ma'am, how would you like your dog? Add mustard. There you go. We're out of dogs. Gonna go to the store, buy some dogs. We're at 400. Damn, we've made $400 already today, folks. $400. That's very good. Let's restock the hot dogs. Bang, bang, bang. Oopsie, sorry, bro. Watch out. Someone just... No name just sent $10 donation, just said hello. There's like a bar. It's like an underscore is the name. Thank you so much for the generous donation. I hope you're enjoying me running my water park right now. Making sure everything is spick and span. I kind of feel bad that like viewers on the other channel won't see this progress, but that's okay. Look how pretty this place is, folks. Remember how ugly this shit was? Do you remember how ugly it was? Hello, 6 hours teen. Bang, bang, bang. There you go, there you go, there you go. Thank you for coming, because we're closing very soon. Tyler, hello, Tyler. What are you, Tyler? You're an adult, 8 hours, huh? And you would like the slide pass. There you go, bro. There you go. Enjoy. Enjoy. Look, ahla sahla fik Riolento. Sneeko has been here. Do you know Tarfula Sneeko? Are you a Sneeko fan? Here you go. Lebanon's #1 destination. Wait, do you smell like shit? Why do you smell like shit in my park? You can't be coming in here smelling like shit. There you go. Took care of you. Anybody dead in here? No? Okay. No deaths. No deaths. That's what matters here, folks. How many deaths in this park have happened? No name underscores sent another 10 and said, thank you so much for what you do. Okay, I have to go back to work. Bye. Make sure to join us tomorrow. Underscore. I'm just going to call you underscore. First of all, thank you so much for the donations. Come back tomorrow. We're doing an incredible live stream raising money for Palestine. We'd love to have you there. Look at Maki. Maki, what are you doing? Hello, Maku. Sorry. Okay. Well, oh, what happened? What did you guys do to the pool? What did you guys do to the pool? There you go. Idiots. They keep jumping in the pool. Hockey. Sweet Maki. Shut up, lady. Come on, the day's almost done. 15 seconds left. Everybody alive? Everybody making me money? We're at $500. Look at that. Look at that. What a lovely day at the beach today. We've painted almost everything we need to paint. Lady wants a dog. Add both. Do we have time? Do we have time? Yes. Made another 10. There we go. We're done for the day. Bad reviews. We had way more good reviews than bad. Okay. We're good. We're good. What a nice... This was a... Guys, this was... Compared to our other days at the beach, this was much better. Okay. As you guys know my process, before we ever start another day at the beach, I clean and repair everything. Everything needs to be at 100%. Why are you still here? Leave. We start by cleaning everything, and then I'm going to repair everything. Okay, only the best for Rio Lento customers, folks. You come to Rio Lento, you expect excellence. We don't fuck around here at Rio Lento. Okay, let's grab my hammer, and let's repair these things. Dang, there we go. I'm a very methodical water park owner / manager. I ain't fucking around here, folks. Ingenious baboon, can you call it Liorento? I could technically, but I want to call it Riolento. We're making this authentic. Beautiful. Getting ready for the customers coming in tomorrow. We're gonna give them an extra experience, folks. Wait, did I drop it? Why did I drop them up? Clean 500 attractions. I've cleaned 500 attractions so far? I'm fucking nuts. Bro, they get everything so dirty. Like, how does this get so dirty? Don't slide, bro. Repair it. Get out. Get out of there. Get out of there. Come on, man. Come on. I hate ragdoll stuff. Okay, this is repaired. This is all repaired. This is all repaired. We gotta repair this thing. Ain't nobody dying on my watch. Okay. Clean the diving board. We're gonna clean the pool as well. Look at that. Okay, beautiful. Clean the toilets. Okay, let's repair the toilets. Again, last time I had someone shit in my pool, so making sure we have functioning toilets is very important. Even the hot dog stand needs maintenance from time to time. New research point, excellent. Did we fix everything? I think so. I think we're good to go. The park is ready to greet new customers. First of all, let's check some new research. First of all, let me get my paintbrush real quick. Because I saw a missing little painted bar somewhere. Where was it? Where was it? This thing is so... There it is. Look at that little fucking thing. Isn't that annoying? Isn't that incredibly annoying? Look at that. $5 just to paint that little thing. Such a ripoff. How do I miss these things? Oh, that's right. I was painting the interior. Look at this. Interior walls, folks. They need a fucking paint. Don't tell me they don't. Look at this. Need to freshen this place up a little bit. This is the office. This is where I spend. Oh, this is the customer facing. This is where the customers, come in and they see all this. Can't be embarrassing ourselves with bad unpainted walls. Look at that. Beautiful, beautiful. It's all coming together, folks. So pretty, so nice. Research floor tool. Okay, I don't have the floor tool yet. Can I paint the rest of these walls? Huh. We'll do this one. Can I paint like the rest of these, or am I not allowed? Oh, they let me get that one. Like a stone in the desert, like a sleepy blue ocean. They won't let me paint it, I guess, until I expand or something. Can we paint these? Yeah, we can. Ooh. Immersive. You guys like this? You guys like this place? Give me your honest review, folks. How do I aim for that thing? How am I ever gonna paint that fucking thing over there? Impossible. Okay, let's use some research points. Stop wasting time. Park. Basic loungers. Fuck yeah. Price ticket, price level 1. Guess we'll pay more to enter your park. Let's go. Basic lounge chairs. Let's go. I got 12 more of these things. Cashier staff. Fuck yeah. Hell yeah. Need an extra pair of hands? Yes, I do. Basic trash bin. Okay, attractions. Can we afford new attractions? Basic slides. Let's go. Visitor patience. Your guests will wait longer in lines. That's good. Get bonus cash from visitors at the end of the day. Yes, for... Let's go. Let's do that. And maintenance. Oh, I'm out? Fuck. Handyman staff. Okay, I'll get all of this later. Yeah, for some, they're not letting me paint the duck for some reason. Let me try. Every time I try to paint the duck, look, we're not getting the option to paint him. I'm guessing this comes later, or like I get to replace the duck or something. But there's no option to paint this guy. Okay, let's see what I can buy now then. So, basic lounge. Ooh, look at that, basic lounger. How much is each one of these? Can I afford them? Can I afford 50 bucks? Yeah, I can afford a couple. And it'll eventually replace all the loungers with our basic lounger. Okay, I got 25 bucks left. I can't afford much. Can't afford any pools. That's okay. That's okay. We're gonna have a good day at the beach now. Should we do... Let's do one more day. Let's do one more day. Let's get some sleep. This boy needs to get some sleep in my little tent that I've set up right outside of my Rio Lento water park. All right, we're up. Okay. Clean, smelly guest with a water gun. I have to do this one more time. Oh, I have to build these. I haven't built them yet. And there's trash on the floor? Gosh, how'd this get in here? Okay. Almost ready to open the park. I don't want this to be here. It's ugly. Okay. This. No reason for this to not be here. Should be in the pool. Three. Okay, I'm gonna need the water gun. All right, let's open today. Park is open. But how can I hire staff? Oh, hire. There we go. $290 a day? What? Nah, man. Okay, hey, what up, bro? 8 hours, your routine, no slide pass. 90. Ooh, yeah, look, the price is already so much more expensive. Hey, slide pass 4 hours, teen. Look at that. We're making so much more money already. All right. Marina, hello, Marina. Marina Nemes, hey, Marina. Hey, well, yeah, Marina, you're coming here hanging out with us, huh? Look at this money. Alia. Ahla Alia min Anna. You're an Arab. 6 hours. Welcome to Rio Lento. Welcome to Rio Lento. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Yalla, enjoyps, enjoyps. Who's that? Audrey. Hello, Audrey. What are you, a senior? 4 hours. Slide pass. There you go, there you go, there you go. Look at that money, folks. We're raking in the cash. Mackenzie. Hello, yeah, Mackenzie. Hello. Adults, 4 hours. Slide pass. Boing, boing. Schloing. There you go. Who's that? Bonnie? Winnie. Hello, Winnie. Winnie, you're a teen. 4 hours. Slide pass. Boing, boing, boing. Schloing. Bang. Welcome to Rio Lento. Have fun. Have fun in Rio Lento. Leslie, welcome to Rio Lento. What you like? 4 hours. Adult pass. Slide. There we go. Bling, 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 bling. Schlong. Welcome to Rio Lento. Have fun. This is Sneeko loves this place. Cameron. 8 hours. Slide pass. Senior. Schlong. Nope, nope, nope. Boing. There we go. Thank you so much, Mr. Cameron. $18. Wow, that's fucking good. Okay, somebody wants a hot dog. Let's go sell the hot dog. Plain, huh? Plain. There you go. There you go. Sahtan, sahtan, sahtan. Let's... Leslie's drowning. Leslie, just let me get that, and then we will save you, Leslie. Leslie, schloing. 4. Where's the stinky person? You smell like shit, bro. Okay. What's that? Is that a trash bag? Everybody doing good? Everybody having fun? Oh. How would you like a dog? Add both, huh? Someone else was drowning. Wait, Leslie, did you drown twice? Let's clean the shower as you shower. Perfect. Hello, hello. What can I get you? Mackenzie? What kind of dog do you want? Plain. There you go. This is a busy day, folks. Busy times here at the, you know, where we're at. Okay. Running this is tough work, folks. Tough work. Are you guys having fun with this? Sorry, I can't look at the chat right now. As you can see, this water park is taking all of my time and attention. Look at the filth. Look at the filth. Look at the filth. Okay. I'm gonna leave this bag here and I'll pick it up later. Take this back. Sorry, lady. Okay. Everyone's doing good? Everyone's doing alright? Okay. Hey! Hey! Did you rob me? Okay, let's go hand out some flyers real quick. We gotta do the bare minimum. Hey, lady. Hey, bro. Hey, bro. These seniors got money. What? Boring? Fuck you. You've never been to Rio Lento. You don't know if it's boring. Okay, she's a senior. 4 hours slide pad. Boing, boing. Here you go. Got someone else coming? Nope. Yeah, we do. Hottie? What kind of name is that? Hattie. Oh, okay. 4 hours senior slide pass. Oh, same. You're the twin sister. Okay. Oink, oink. The filter is dirty. Let's go. Four. You can't be smelling like shit here. You also can't be smelling like shit here, Hattie. You just got here. How do you smell bad? Zero smells like... Hey, 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 hey. Okay. People want a dog. Klein, there you go, Leslie. صحتين قلبك يا Leslie. What's going on here? Everybody having fun? No shit in the pool? God, this is exhausting. See, unlike Truck Simulator, this is like... I have to do a lot of work here. But I think soon enough I'll be able to afford to hire people. Like, I'm making $400, $500 a day. We still have 4 hours to be open. Okay. Let's grab a couple more flyers. Oh, look at that, look at that, look at that, look at that. Hey, 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 hey. Hey, 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 hey. Two customers, there we go. Hello, hello. Slide past 4 hours senior. Yoink, yoink, thank you. Adeline, hello. What would you like? Your routine 6 hours, huh? 6 hours. Teen, no slide path. Yoink, yoink, yoink. Genesis, you are 4 hours adults. Take. Yeah, I can't give half this money to the salesman. Kenzo, once we make more money, once you're making $1,000 a day, we will hire someone. Adult slide path. There you go. Extra money for daddy. Yoink, yoink, yoink. There you go, buddy. Okay. Don't jump. Please don't jump. I had a trash bag somewhere here, didn't I? You smell like shit, both of you. Guess we waited too long for an item, huh? I am sorry. My guess for waiting too long. And I'm here to throw the fucking trash. Ugh. So much chaos. Is this lady dead? Fucking idiots. You fucking monkeys. You idiots all over this fucking place. Jump down, you're boring the people. Guest is waiting to buy a ticket. Let's go. All extra money. 6 hours, adults, no slide pass. Here you go, here you go, here you go. The guest is waiting to get a ticket. Okay. 4 hours senior slide pass. Tyler, hello. 4 hours senior adult slide pass. Okay. Hot dogs are easy money. Easy money. How many do I have? Any left? Oh, fuck. I have one hot dog left. Oh. We made a lot of money today, though. Did I just lose money? Catch up. Okay, 6 hours. Teen, slide pass. We're closing in 40 minutes, but I'll pay. I'll sell you a ticket full price. I don't give a fuck. Plain. Hot dogs are easy money, folks. Easy money. Plain. Okay. Oh, 30 seconds. God, what an exhausting day. Everyone okay? Just leave my establishment. We made $800 almost, folks. $850. Oh my God, we got tips too. So 37 happy customers, 20 had fun. Whoa, we're doing better than ever, folks. We're doing so much better. It's honestly kind of crazy. Ingenious Baboon said, can you call the Leo? Oh, I read that. Okay, didn't miss anything. Yo, that was a good fucking round. That was a good round. So much money. Yo, this thing's gonna be... We're gonna be printing cash when all is said and done. Okay. Ooh, excuse me. Sorry, folks. Sorry. There's a lot to do, a lot to fix and repair. Sorry. Tab. How can I hire people? Nelson, what does he do? I think we're gonna have to start hiring people soon. Okay, let's start repairing. We'll fix all of this up. We'll get this ready for another day, and then I'll stop playing. We just gotta make sure that everything is perfect. First we repair and then we clean. That's what we're gonna do. Beautiful, wow. I eventually need to replace all of the rusted shit with good stuff. Yeah, this is a waste of time though. Can't wait to hire people to start doing this for me. I just started hiring people in Truck Simulator too. God, I'm behind on Truck Simulator, huh? Game is so fucking fun. Can you eat the... Oh, really? I can throw the bags from across the bridge? That's fucking awesome. I'll try that now. Okay. Have you repaired everything? The showers, this, everything's repaired. Okay. Time to mop it now. I like to spend my time, folks. I don't clean my own house, but I clean the water park in the video game. You know what I'm saying? My house could use a fucking mopping. A good mopping. Did we go up a star level, by the way? We're still at 1 star? How? Okay, all this is good and clean. Filter. How about you? Did I repair this thing? Yep. You fill up my senses. Hey. Like a sleepy blue ocean. Let's try yeeting this from across the thing, like as people said. Come, let me love you. Ah, maybe not. Ah, better. This is my stuff. There's one thing I wanted to check. Are you okay, hot dog stand? And let's make sure this thing is okay. Come on, come on, come on. All right, we're good. Let's go to sleep. Did I restock on some dogs?
Welcome to Kmart.
Nah, already have some. Okay. Well, folks, that was today's live stream. Sleeping, we're good. I need to clean this fucking thing. Clean it. Tomorrow, I'll try. I mean, I don't think I'm gonna have time because we have like calls from like 3 to 4 to 5. Like everything is very non-stop tomorrow. If I have some time in between calls or something, I might try to play some trucking. I might try to do some simulator, some Waterpark Simulator. So we're gonna try to have some fun. Reminder to anyone still with us right now that tomorrow we are doing our live stream charity fundraiser. It's happening tomorrow. One final look at the lineup. Also need to get back to Noah Sampson. Here we go, folks. We got Bunker Cat, Chris Kunzler, Comrade Casey, Ahmad Sarsour, Overzealots, Matt Lieb, Mike from PA, iDubbbz, Daniel Mate, Uninformed Leftist, Humanist Report starting at 3 p.m. Beirut time all the way to 3 a.m. Might be adding an extra hour to talk to our boy, Noah Sampson. Everybody, thank you so much for joining us. Thank you so much for being so generous in the live chat today and gifting memberships. Even though you guys said you're going to save your money for tomorrow, if you'd like to support the channel, consider supporting us on Patreon via YouTube memberships. However you guys like. Thank you so much. We love you so much. Let me take a second to thank some of our lovely patrons who support our channel. Got your patrons like Eliad Mujaber, Daniel Nekhle, and EU Watson. Superhero patrons like Coco No, Mitochondria, Claudia, Khawlad Ahmad. Blonde patrons like Dana Ahmad, Unidentified Florida Man, and Danielle Richards. And abductee patrons like Jim D. Dukars, Burp Reynolds, Jess Polito, and Fab and Kara. This channel cannot exist without your Patreon support, without our YouTube members' support, without super chats and all that sort of thing. So we appreciate you and love you all so much. See you all tomorrow for this crazy fundraiser. Have a good night. It's going to be an intense day tomorrow. Hopefully fucking the tech works. But anyways, folks, much love. Thank you all so much for today. Who's in here right now? Jordan M, Hat Guy, Marina Nimis, Dan Ahmad, Politics, Lizzie Rosa, Hat Guy, Dreadful Utopia, Abattoir, Chatterbox, Nogzolato, 3F, Billy Beelzebub. Love you all so much. Harley, Haley, Toivo. You guys are amazing. Politics, if I missed anyone. Obviously, Madness Arcade, if you're still here. Everybody, have a good night. CH. See you all tomorrow. Marina Nimis. And as always,
Do not worry.